dreams among the stars while I'm standing on the pavement. Spinning around, lost and found, just trying to make it. I place my dreams among the stars while I'm standing on the pavement.
My name is Marta Zamarvide, and we are in Chiara's Mancini's lab.
Hi.
In the George Washington University. We are working in neurodevelopmental diseases and in the autism disease. I'm from Spain, from the little city that is Pamplona. In high school, I started
Okay, my friends. Shall we do this?
Han hörde inte det jag kom.
Du ska smäcka dig.
Han såg inte.
Han har inte hälsat på.
Nej! Nej, vad gör du? Stopp! Han är vit! Vi kommer här, Glenn! Ja! Alltså, du är typ nippele! Nej!
Du smakar inte av dem väl?
Nej, jag smakar mig själv.
Ja, bra.
Ja, det är det. Fan, han såg mig.
Alltså! Nej, vad skit mig. Fan! De kan ju...
Jag står och väntar på mig. Jag fick... Det.
Nej, jag träffade honom.
Vad är det? Ninja Defender.
Ja, vill jag det?
Jag tror alla är borta alltså. Kör nu, kör. Du behöver inte ens flasha. Alltså vi fan.
Nej!
Gå!
Some say love, it is a real.
Jag fick en stab. Dan. Smoke åt helvete.
Så överlever du det här för... Jävlar vad där jag trodde du skulle få. En diffuser. Ja, hej då.
Alltså inte.
Flod, han deffar alltså. Va?
GG!
Alltså,
De fick inte ens dö på den där.
De var silver. De satt och så faktiskt silver 1.
De är silver 1 tredje matchen alltså.
Men om vi hamnar på fel sida så blir
Ja, men jag ska ju komma bakom han på main, du vet. Kolla, jag är uppe, vet du.
Jag har pistolen framme på låtsas.
en står mig, det är en står mig. Haha, jag lever.
Jag hoppar ner, jag tar han.
Gör det? Åh! Spänn!
Jag såg ett silo grym.
Wow. Ah.
Han är secret. En vänt.
han går ner på botten. Nej, han går på botten. Kom igen nu. Eller den tar.
Hade fan.
Du hade han också. Det var så.
Nej, ta den här.
Ja, det är jätteryst. Dörr. Oj.
Blå! Han kommer också!
Vad är det sista? Vad är det han?
Spara dem.
Ja! Ja! Bra gubbar! Man får inte pusha dig! Bra Ines!
Wow, en till. Det leder.
Han
sköt på mig, sen skit han ut.
Det kommer en Elias här nu, det är en sak för dig.
Spelar du sånt där? Alltså, nej.
Han svänger. Och han står med HV alltså.
Jag har han.
Bakom.
Jag fick båda två! Jag är helt fucking... Ja!
Men jag gjorde 360 på.
Bra gubbar!
Jag gjorde 360.
Jag fick 3K! I can't understand it.
Jag tycker lite synd om de här. För Life Masters.
Nej.
Ja!
Nej, jag...
Ja!
Vi måste få plantor, vi måste byta ut dem nu!
Jag kommer bakom. Fast sniksen va?
Jag har ingen vapen längre, fuck.
Det är bakom dig.
De är båda där inne alltså. Där uppe.
Nej, där har vi en och där har vi två.
Men ska vi kniva alltså?
Skjut! Vad fan ska jag döda med då?
Ingenting!
Alltså vad fan!
Bara!
Livsbra.
Ni har ju ingen... Jo, där kör sus. Flash.
Vad är det idiot?
Han är på sajt, han är på sajt.
Han är bakom där. Flasha oss mitt bakom.
Nej!
Nej.
Den går ut nu.
Jag ser ingenting alltså. Nej.
Nej, aggra inte! Ja, nej! Vi kommer ta den här rundan med. Han kommer ta Defkit.
Det är supervits.
Han är där bak. Han har shotgun, pusha, han suger. Han är sämst. Han är kass, han klockar mig. Han suger.
Wanna boom bang bang with your body, yo. We gonna rock it up before we take it slow. Girl, let me rock you like a rodeo.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I wanna boom bang bang with your body, yo. We gonna rock it up before we take it slow.
Alltså,
Det är inte sajt alltså.
Va? Jag droppar 4 stycken så tror jag.
han var där i lös.
Ja, om man tog upp dem och inte köpte några mer.
Ja, det
Han är...
kan jag.
De är 3 här, han är jätteplösare!
En till, spring!
De var 3 personer, de var jätteplösare.
LOL. Snyggt Elias. Dra Karl där.
Åh, han är tvär!
Bakom!
Bakom mig med dig, gå in och få plan.
Skoja!
Han kommer där, akta er.
Ja! Snyggt!
Alltså vi faller. Kolla snabbt på mig.
Han är där uppe!
Robin.
Nej, jag är inte tydlig.
Jag smokar honom.
Vad gör han? Han bara står där. Han vet inte vad han ska göra alltså.
Kom inte! Nej!
Nej, du hade inte va?
Ja, det hade jag.
Han laddar om.
Alltså wow, han
Linus, du får backa lite grann.
Jag bomber tappar på fan på.
Ja, cool.
Kommer han springa och försöka få till mjukt? Han kommer inte hitta bomber inte.
Han vänder.
Nej.
En är B.
En står dropp.
Fanns det susdroppar?
Tom sa
Ja, det ligger här.
de är inne på B alltså. Hallå, de är inne på B.
Nej, för fan, det är en här. Det är en här.
Jag har den.
Nej, jag har.
Alltså wow.
Deffa.
I'm so sick of this bullshit.
Nej, Deffa var vi jobbiga mot honom.
Nej.
Vart är bomben?
Blockan, Deffa.
Jag vet inte vart bomben är.
Den är rakt fram, Elia.
Åh!
Alltså,
Bang.
Va?
De är asnöjda att de fick en vinst där.
Floyd. Nu är det kul att se.
Alla är silver 1.
Silver 2 tror jag.
Nej, silver 3.
Nej, är det silver? Ja, det är det.
Ja, visst. Come maybe.
Together we can do it.
I don't know.
Okay, okay, hide! Hide! Hide!
I am one.
Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Stand still.
He opened the door.
Don't move.
Escorting hostages.
Just on attention on a little house.
This is so fucking great. Go outside.
Hostages were rescued. Escorting hostages.
This is the perfect D rank. Ah, this is so great. Oh my fucking god, I thought he saw us.
Oh, you don't see me?
Ah, goodbye! Okay. This guy. Okay, we're so spotted. We're so spotted. We have to be spotted now. We have to be spotted. We are no fight. What? 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 What?
I don't understand. How is he not seeing us?
How is he not seeing us?
What the fuck?
How the hell is he not seeing us? This is fucking weird. You have to see us.
Yes, just he can't see anything.
What? What is this? What the hell? Should we like throw nades? Nades! Like when they're in there. That would be perfect.
Let's throw one flash first.
No, don't flash. Just
No, grenades.
look.
Okay, when this guy gets in the
No? Just one more.
I'm bringing the hostages.
Do anything.
Oh, hello?
Oh my god, these guys! This is way too hilarious.
Another one?
Stacking at the hostage.
Yeah, just surprise him.
Yeah, it's just surprising. Didn't see you, what?
It's the bot!
Oh my god, yeah, on the last round you have to pay 5 on the hostage. That was surprising. Oh. Get nades ready?
Go!
Grenade out. Escorting hostages.
Oh my god, a chicken?
Oh, a sheik! Kill a chicken!
Shut up.
Oh my god!
Shit.
Oh.
Oh, this is right in front of me.
It's like instantly.
Do you guys want to win a round?
Yeah, it's like, oh the hell! Should everybody hide in the bathroom?
Yeah. Come, bring some taser.
Stack up.
Okay, stack up.
Stack up.
Who's shooting first?
Left of the door, left of the door.
Kels, you're
Here, let's be in front of him.
Duck.
He will open it forward.
It's coming.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay.
Close the door.
One more. Okay, one more.
Okay, he's killed him with it.
Oh, I see him. Fuck.
No!
What the hell?
What the fuck is this game, mate? I had 0, 0, 0. What the fuck?
What the
fuck is this game?
Where do we go from here? The choice we make is it love or fear? Where do we go from here? The best of us has disappeared.
Watch smoke. Här.
Nej, inte så långt. Jag är inte med nu. Kommer jag bakom henne?
Hur fan kommer han dit? Jaha, han gick genom fönstret.
Vänta, va?
Nej, det sitter den där! Det sitter den där! Han har inte sett dig! Han har inte sett dig!
Helt jävla sjukt, Elias, han gick... Kan man säga. Jag vill se hur jag som hamnar.
Haha.
Alltså! Alltså! På en skala hur dåligt man...
Cause I've seen that part of you where I found the bitter truth. There's nowhere left to hide the good.
Floyd, very good fishes.
Let's move out. Affirmative. That's a copy.
Meanwhile.
Go, boys. Go, go, fast. Go, Chip. You're blocking me.
No, don't move, don't move. Stand still, don't move, don't move, don't move.
Guys, avoid it.
I see you.
Nej.
No.
Nej.
Uh-oh.
Det är så höjding.
Don't move, stand still.
Okay, I'm höjd. Okay, we're still gonna get spotted now when it comes around the corner here.
Oh.
Okay, very seriously.
No. Oh,
No.
God.
Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay, don't move, stand still. Maybe they won't see us.
What? What? Do they not talk to each other? Oh, God.
Let's stack at the hostages.
Alright, okay. Please.
Escorting the stages.
That's you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so spotted.
Oh, there's an arrow here. Oh. Goodbye.
Dude.
They're leaving already.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh my god, that's what scared me. Dude just woke up my dad. Fuck me.
What?
Should pick up the smoke and look at the level.
One's in the building now.
Okay.
Bringing out the stages.
Rip. Bang it.
There's another one coming.
Ah, he's running with the hostage. Oh, here we go.
You know what? Take some smokes. Let's hide at the first hostage.
You think you're gonna hide behind it? Look.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
Uh-oh.
They're coming.
They're coming.
One. There's one.
At least two coming into our hostage. One's already in. He went back. Wow.
Yeah, one's got our hostage.
Coming out.
Plan is not working.
We got 5 guys, so maybe we can circle the hostage and they cannot take it off. One have to get up.
Yeah.
Right. I will smoke first, guys, alright?
Yeah.
Alright. What?
Okay, that didn't work. Should we try the same thing but at the other hostage? Yeah, go send it.
We're so busted.
Yeah, we're so fucking fucked.
No, it's alright. No.
Thank God.
I died.
Let's try to go at the rescue zone.
Yeah, I didn't hear. They don't follow you guys.
Maybe hard.
Oh fuck, oh fuck. What? Where are we going?
We need to go fast if we're gonna do it.
Oh, I'm behind them. Yes.
We need to
I'm
rush.
here.
Oh, one's coming here.
Guys, where are you? I'm not ready.
Crouch, for fuck's sake. Something's wrong. French baguette.
Look at my spot, Mackie.
Oh god, go back. Oh god. You get
You're
so
so
spotted.
dead. You're so dead.
No, we stood here.
Two people went past us the last.
Oh.
Hello. Goodbye.
Let's go. No! He doesn't see us. What the fuck?
Oh,
He doesn't
zombie.
really see me. This is fucking weird. Don't kill, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill.
Stages coming out.
This guy. Oh, we gotta see that in replay mode, yo.
They're coming now.
Oh god. No! Can you jump there? Stand up.
I can't.
I'm standing here.
Stop making sound. Stop
They're
making
coming.
sound.
They're coming.
Fuck! 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 Okay, I got a flash. Crouch. Yeah. You hit him with the flash. Okay, crouch, guys. Stand still.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Hello.
No.
Hello, motherfucker.
Sorry, trying to spawn.
Why can't I be a plant? Crouch. Crouch.
Out.
Oh, there's one going.
Donken.
What?
Ja, jobbig imorgon men.
Fuck, jobba.
Men jävlar vad
No.
Ska vi dra donken?
Hör på.
What? He doesn't see us. He didn't see us?
Doesn't see us. Good stand, oops, I failed. What the fuck? Dude, are you guys fucking serious?
Oh my god.
Just you're in the middle of something. he watching? Is he watching you?
What's going on? Oh my god.
I'm stuck. Go back to hood. Fuck.
I went away for 3 seconds and then I got fucking gorillas.
Go on his head when he crouch. Go on his head, go on his head. No.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my.
This is the best thing ever.
Holy
This is
shit.
hoiding at top level.
If he spots you, if you go jump on his head or in front of him and tase him, if he spots you. No.
Wow.
Yeah, boys.
What the fuck was that in there?
That was insane.
It's one. Yo, hey brother, how you doing, man? Yeah, it's me, man. Do you wanna play?
Lonely.
No! What can you die?
Mad, bro.
One toilet.
Why you mad, bro?
Ah, you
yo.
suck. For like. One guy's AFK. That's always nice.
Yeah, nice. Does anyone know this massive wanker who's
I've been waiting for long. You've been teasing me, baby, by the end of this song. Girl, you better be ready. We gon' rock the boat. I love a man and I love my life. I've been waiting for long. You've been teasing me, baby, by the end of this song. Girl, you better be ready. We gon' rock the boat.
Laisse-moi boum bang bang sur ton badillot. Ça fait la teuf ce soir, viens par ici c'est chaud. Baby ça va bouger, bouger comme un rodéo.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Laisse-moi boum bang bang sur ton badillot. Laisse-moi boum bang bang sur ton badillot.
Nachmittagsbett, vom Pfadfindertreff und siehst mich mit deiner Mutter im Schlafzimmerbett. Sagst hi, gehst in dein Zimmer und hörst in der Regel dann um das.
Laisse-moi boum bang bang sur ton badillot. Ça fait la teuf ce soir, viens par ici c'est chaud. Baby ça va bouger, bouger comme un rodéo. It's gonna
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to eFrag TV. You are watching day 8 of the Asian qualifiers, and we're here with the winners group. Vietnam versus Indonesia. Yesterday we saw 2 interesting games. China beat Indonesia, got their 3 points. Kyrgyzstan, sadly, with their ping problem, lost against the Vietnamese. And the Vietnamese got their first 3 points. Now, 3 teams will go from these 4 to the land finals to play for $100,000 in Serbia, Belgrade, at the World Championships with another... Okay, some quick mathematics. Another 13 teams. 8 from Europe, 1 from South America, 2 from North America, and 1 from Africa, and of course 1 from Oceania. So make sure to be there during the lands, whether you want to come to the actual event itself, which will be at the Sava Center in Belgrade. You can get more information about that, e-frag.net/tickets, or you can watch it here on this beautiful channel, hitbox.tv/efragtv. So please do follow us if you are enjoying the broadcasts in the last week. It's been a really, really entertaining week for me. We're going to have a break tomorrow because I have an exam. I have to go and I'll be examined on my Czech language. It's my worst subject in med school. Worst subject, easily. I'm going to carry this with me. No, I'm not. But it's really, I'm really afraid about it because I've actually spent most of my time commentating and playing CS rather than actually studying. So today's going to be my last day to cram. Anyway, joining me is, of course, my lucky charm. It's the Irishman. It's Neil M. How are you doing, mate?
Hello, mate. I'm good. Good. It's good to be back again, and I'm looking forward to a bit of CS again. Early this morning, it's only 11 o'clock where I am. I don't know what time it is over in Asia, or probably 5-6 hours ahead, I think they are. Yeah.
I think it's evening. But Neil, just want to ask you a question there. 11 is not early morning. 11 is not. 11 is early afternoon. You're reaching like afternoon time now. It's not early morning. Early morning is like 6-7. All right.
6-7, but
yeah.
I'm lazy, mate.
So when did you wake up then?
I woke up at 10:15 my time. Set the alarm, mate. Ready for this game.
Can't believe it. Well, then again, you woke up earlier than me, so I can't make fun of you. So anyway, anyway, we've got Vietnam versus Indonesia. It'll be a best of 3. Right now, we're just waiting for the players to hop onto the server. There are 3 maps that'll be played. Firstly, Mirage, which was Vietnam's pick. So Vietnam will be starting off on the T side. Indonesia will be starting off on the CT side. The second map is Dust 2, and the third map is Cash. Vietnam had a really, really easy path through their group stage in Group A. They actually had an okay game against Malaysia, 16-12. They actually came back. No, sorry, that was China. No, Vietnam had a super easy. They demolished all the teams that they played against. Same with Indonesia. Indonesia won 16-5 and 16-2 in their group, even though they only had 3 teams in their group. Vietnam had 4. So it was super easy for Vietnam, super easy for Indonesia. They looked really strong. Indonesia looked really nice and tactical. They've got the 3-team NXL players that they're playing for them. Vietnam have a couple of the Skyred guys. At the moment, I think they're only playing with 2. Johnny P. No, they're playing with 3 now. Johnny P, Zach, and Columbus. All 3 of them are Skyred players, and they've got Viz and Simon B, who both play for a different. I think Simon B plays for 1HP Esports or something like that. Viz, I'm not too sure about which team he plays for. Anyway, so we'll take a quick look at the Indonesian lineup as well. We have Sis, Frost Misty, and Roseo, who play for Team NXL. I hope I'm pronouncing their names right. And Riddix and FLX, who play for other teams in the Indonesian scene. Both Skyred and Team NXL, really high-level Asian CS. I think Skyred's still a bit better than Team NXL. They've had better performances. They've won a lot more tournaments recently. But at the same time, Team NXL is still a team to be feared. And Indonesia, I mean, they were unlucky. The second map, they picked up 12 rounds against China. But in their other map, they were completely demolished. In their first map, China absolutely destroyed them really easily. So we'll see how they're going to play against each other. Later at 2:30, we've got Kyrgyzstan versus China, which is going to be an interesting match because Kyrgyzstan will be able to play on a server with the Chinese. I think it's a Siberian server, so hopefully there won't be any ping issues there. Anyway. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful afternoon and wonderful morning. Right now, we're just waiting for the final player on the Vietnamese side to jump in. So let's take a quick look at Mirage. And Neil, you can...
Yeah, Mirage is a very, very open map in my opinion. A bit CT-sided. Again, like I was saying yesterday, it's all got to do with that start, really, when you're going to be terrorists. We're going to have Vietnam here starting on terror, so I'm hoping they can pick up the pistol round, take it like as close game as possible, but it's a lot middle control, just like Cash as well, a lot middle control. It's all about that middle control. You will see a lot of standard defaults with 2 or 3 people taking middle control, one underpass and probably one at B up. So I want to see how Vietnam are going to take this. I think they're going to go for the aggressive kind of middle type. It's a good 9-6, 10-5 half CT kind of sided map. So I'm really looking forward to this game, to be honest. I think this is a very even match game, to be honest. I'm looking at the odds in CSGO allowance, and it's 89% for Vietnam.
Oof.
Yeah,
That's pretty high. That is pretty high. I'm not going to lie.
I don't think this is an 89 to 11% chance. I think this is a good, probably 60-40, 65-35 for Vietnam. And
I'd say that.
At least the ping differences, there's no ping differences today. We see Indonesia sitting here on 15 to 20 ping, and we've got Vietnam on about 40 to 60. We've got one on 85 ping. So this is shaping up to be a really, really interesting game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Mirage and Dusty, we saw these maps so many times at the Asian qualifiers. Mirage, I think, is the favorite Asian map
Favorite map, yeah.
Yeah, they play it all the time, anyway, let's hop into the game, since there's only one more player waiting to join. You guys can watch them, mess about in the warm-up. Honest. Sooner or later, Vietnam will take this best of 3 against the Indonesians, but I'll be really interested to just see how well these teams play against each other, because we saw the different groups, right? So we saw the group with China and Malaysia. These were the 2 big teams. Malaysia and China looked quite strong against each other, as expected. We saw the other group, we saw South Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. Japan looked quite strong against Vietnam as well, which was expected. So now we get to see the big guys from each of the groups actually playing against each other. So we'll get to see Vietnam versus China, we'll get to see Vietnam versus Indonesia. And that's going to be really, really interesting in terms of actually finally putting in our imaginary rankings, say, right, look, at the moment it looks like Vietnam is the best. And maybe, okay, China's second best, or China's the best, and Vietnam's probably second best. So for that reason, this game will be an exciting spectacle, I think, and it'll be a best of 3 as well. Best of 1s usually aren't the best indication of the quality between 2 teams, because sometimes you might have an off day, you might have an off map, you might start like T-side on, let's say, Inferno, and then the momentum just gets away from you, and you end up losing the map. So best of 3 is a bit of a better indication.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. I'm really looking forward to hopefully seeing Vietnam qualify, to be honest. I'm really intrigued to see how these guys will do. They looked really good in their best of 3 yesterday, even though, obviously, the ping issues and all that. But overall, just looking at the past results and stuff, they look really, really good. So I think best of 3 is definitely the best format. You can't, this lucky, best of 1, people getting off to a good start and then hard to get momentum back. Best of 3 is definitely the best format to have for a game like this, that there's so much on the line really for these 2 countries. It's a spot for the $100,000 tournament in Serbia. That means a lot for these guys. It's a massive opportunity for these. As we were saying yesterday, they don't get many opportunities to get into Europe and get playing against these best players like Sweden, France. Well, if they qualify, which in my opinion they should qualify quite comfortably, but getting to play against these players would be massive for these guys, I think, in my opinion, to kickstart their kind of CSGO career, I think, in my opinion. So, yeah, best of 3 anyway is definitely the best format for a massive tournament like this.
Indeed so. So just a quick reminder, guys, you can actually bet on this match at esportgaming.com/TWC if you'd like to do that. And basically, you can get $15 off with the TWC referral code. So do check that out, esportgaming.com/TWC. Also, a reminder that we do have the sub giveaway. Again, today we have an Op Asimov, I think it's Battle Scarred, that we'd like to give away to one of our lucky subscribers. So if you'd like to take part in that, you just have to subscribe. And if you're a subscriber already, thanks for being part of the crew. And welcome to our new subscribers, of course. I think we got a new one, Silver Zero Anth. Welcome. Basically, we'll just do the draw at the end of this match, before the eFrag TV 2 match, which will be Kyrgyzstan versus China, which will happen at 2:30 on eFrag TV 2, so don't worry about that. Just make sure that you're at the end of this best of 3. Anyway, right now, we're still waiting for the final Vietnamese player to hop onto the server before we can start this best of 3. And looking at the Indonesian lineup, we have FLX, Riddix, Roseo, Sis, Frost Misty. For Vietnam, Columbus, Line B, Johnny P, Zach, and Vic, who has yet to hop onto the server. Guys, let's see in the chat, who thinks Vietnam's going to win? Tell us. And if you think Indonesia is going to win, tell us. Just spam. You can spam the chat as much as you love. Is there a draw tomorrow? Tomorrow there will not be a broadcast. There'll be a broadcast after tomorrow on Saturday, where there will be a draw as well. And also we announced the teams for the European group stages. You can check out that on twc.e-frag.net. We've got a lot of big players playing for France and for Sweden and for Ukraine. These three lineups were announced. I think for Sweden we've got Freiberg, Get Right, Pronax, Olofmeister, JW, Schneider, Pauf, Modi. I think. Oh wait, no, Modi.
So much talent.
Yeah, it's a lot of
much talent. Yeah.
It's a lot of big teams are gonna, a lot of big players. Sorry, from big teams are going to be playing for them. And for France, we've got we got everybody. Happy Shocks, Kenny S, MBK. I said Happy twice. Kiyashima. Who else?
Basically, all of
pretty much everyone. I don't know if I forgot anyone there. But
Nah.
pretty much, I think Apex, of course. Everybody who plays for a big team in France. All the Envious and Titan guys, basically. So they've got a really solid team. And it's going to be interesting to see them on the LAN. I think these teams are going to qualify for sure. I want to see which lineups they send to the LAN. I'm hoping, because last year Sweden only sent Pronax and a couple of the younger guys, kind of giving them more of an opportunity to show themselves, like Pauf and Schneider, of course, not really that young. He used to play for Fnatic, but a lot of the guys who don't have much kind of exposure, players like Twist, who've got super talent, like they were allowed to kind of play the tournament instead. And they're still amazing players, I think. They're still sick, absolutely sick. Even if, okay, they're not as sick, let's say, as the Fnatic guys or as the NIP guys, they're still one of the best players in the world. So it was really nice. That what do you call it? That they were, you know, they came to the LAN event and they took part in the tournament. Well, maybe we'll see a bit more of a competitive. Maybe we'll see a bit more. Sorry.
Participated or?
Yeah, participated. Yeah, and maybe we'll see more of a competitive Swedish side this year, perhaps. Perhaps we'll see more, you know, bigger players. Maybe we'll see Olafem and JW playing for Team Sweden.
I'm sure they will, definitely, anyway, in my opinion. If their schedule isn't massive, because there's so many tournaments out there, but yeah, they'll all the main boys will be in it. And I think we're actually live here.
Indeed, so it is the pistol round of this best of three. First map, Mirage. It was Vietnam's choice, so Indonesia will be starting off on the CT side. And as we can see, Vietnam going for four armors, and it's the super soldier on Zach with a Tech 9 purchased by Simon B. So he's going to be leading the attack wherever they go. At the moment, seems like they're going for the mid control, and they're also moving towards the B site with the bomb. Simon B getting a bit of information, staying back, holding the flank here, while the rest of his team will move towards the B site. Indonesia have got a good setup here, though, at Apartments, with FLX with a Molotov and Riddix checking for the information so that FLX can time his grenade perfectly.
Yeah, so basically what's going to happen is Zach, they've basically got the Tech 9 armor with Zach, and I'm going to want Zach here. I think what they're going to do is try and get him to get a pick and try and get access into the B site, so within the next 5 seconds he's going to put... Indonesia have got an idea already that it might be a B site, and it looks like Vietnam are actually going to rotate through underpass, probably to middle. So this is very interesting actually, to be honest. So we've got 4 people at underpass, yeah.
They've got a very smart idea going with Columbus, putting on pressure to kind of lock down those B-site players and also forcing a rotate perhaps from Rosio. But no, I think he hears some footsteps, or he has a feeling that they might be coming in from underpass, so that's good information. And FLX can always turn around and quickly move towards short and support them. They're going to be pushing in from connector here, but there's a lot of frags picked up by the Indonesians. Vic and Zach return, and oh my goodness, we've missed half the game here. Frost Misty takes down Viz. Columbus now on his own in a 1 versus 3, so they're able to stop that connector push from the Vietnamese and drop the bombers. Look at the amount of corpses over at connector. Riddix now finding Columbus, and Indonesia will pick up the pistol round. But what exactly happened there? Was it not really selling that fake properly that caused Vietnam to be so easily read by the Indonesians, or maybe they just had the good positions for that connector push?
I think Indonesia had great positions there, to be honest. Had 1 by jungle, 1 at CT spawn, and 1 under fire, I think it was. But it was a great little three-man set up there for A. Indonesia played that really well. Didn't hesitate. I think Vietnam should have just went for that B push to get it after that Molotov went. They kind of hesitated a bit. And in CSGO, when you kind of hesitate, it's just that small bit of doubt, not confidence enough to actually do it. So yeah, that was a great round by Indonesia, though. Good little setup. But Vietnam have gone for the famous Tech 9 armor full fourth by, and I think they're just going to do the smoke for Bialy and try and get a bomb down, really. So they're going to do that probably at a set time. Here we go. They're going to flash smoke over.
That was
Fast
a great.
Out here.
But that was a great smoke there by Frost Misty. It's going to make that pushing from T-ramp. It's actually going to slow them down, but they're going to go through the smoke anyway. There's the entry by Rosio, and Zach and Viz are going to pick up on each with a Tech 9 armor. It is so brutal entering into sites with that kind of purchase. And with those smokes, they're going to be able to get the bomb plant as well. And now they just have to hold for the after plant position. Johnny P and Zach both on relatively low health here. It's a 3 versus 4. Riddix. And look at this, Johnny P is actually checking T-spawn, making sure that they don't get flanked, but that's not going to be what Indonesia are trying to do. FLX, he'll make sure that nobody's over at the stairs. A nice movement by Simon B, but FLX is going to find him. So now it's a 2 versus 3 as Riddix takes down Vic, and not a lot of health left on Johnny P and Zach. There's the retake from Indonesia, 1 frag for Zach. And I think it's not enough as the bomb's getting defused right now by Frost Misty. No kit, but they'll get it in time anyway.
Great retake there by Indonesia. Good strat there by Vietnam. I like that strat a lot. It's used quite a lot in CSGO, in my opinion. It's very overpowered, obviously, with the Tech 9s. But at least Vietnam got the bomb down. But again, a great retake by Indonesia. That was 4v3 in Vietnam's favour. And Indonesia just took it together, took their time, took the site, and pretty easily retook that site. So great round by Indonesia. But Vietnam are going to keep the pressure on Indonesia's economy and actually force buy up here with 3 Galils on the board and 2 Tech 9s. So let's see what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to put 2 toward middle here.
Yeah. It seems like that bomb plant has allowed them a bit of money to go for that force buy. I think they're trying to break the Indonesian economy because they know they dropped quite a couple of their weapons that round. So they're hoping that if they do get, if they do win this round, then Indonesia will be on an eco for the next one. So it'll just be 2-2 basically. So Vietnam would be right back into it. So it's not a bad risk here by the Vietnamese anyway. They'll go for an eco after this if they do lose. And they're trying to put on pressure here through connector. They've got control of mid and short. And that's a nice smoke. Roseo doesn't land enough shots to finish off Simon B. He survives with 6 health. But now they're moving towards the B site. Riddix has to be careful because he's going to get pushed from Halsey. Oh. Wonderful double kill there by Riddix. I don't know how he did that, but Columbus is going to push forward with a Tech 9, and he gets a double in return almost immediately. The bomb's down over a shot. He's going to pick up another one as he takes down Frost Misty. And now it's just Roseo and Sis. Sis taking down Simon B, and it's a 2 versus 1. This has been a very good force buy, but more than that, it's been an excellent performance by Columbus. And Indonesia are going to clean it up, and that's 3-0.
Yeah, another good round by Indonesia. I was watching Simon B there. He's got to hit that shot there. He's in window room there, and the guy ran up middle to catwalk, and he just whiffed all these shots, and that would have been a 2v1. You can't miss these kind of shots in such a big game like this, and that was just unfortunate that he whiffed all these shots. But yeah, it was a great double kill there by Riddix, just to open up that round there for Indonesia. Great play by them, and yeah, that's really, really put Vietnam on the back foot here. Having to eco here for the next round. This could be 4-0 to Indonesia, and as I was saying, this is going to be a close game in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean it is a CT-sided map, you can't forget that. Sis
That's right, yeah.
And Roseo picking up a nice triple as they try to push towards the A site. But it's an easy clean up here, the bomb's down, and now it's just Columbus probably looking for some exit frags. I don't think he's going to be able to save any weapons if he is able to pick up any. And he'll go down Riddix with the final frag. Are you receiving a bit of Go TV kind of? It's not like really smooth, right?
No, it's a little bit laggy, but it's not that bad. It's all right for me.
We'll tell the administrarinos or
the bosses above.
Yeah, the powers above to check that out and fix it for us.
But that was a perfect round by Indonesia. They needed that. 5 people alive to keep that money economy boosted up here. So they've got a good bit of bank here now. But Vietnam need to try and get their foot on the hold here. They're going to put their standard 2-2-1, 2 into middle. No, sorry, 1 into middle, 2 A round. Looks like they're going to set up for an A here. Great headshot by Zach there. That was great. Johnny B there, opening up that site there. Already Indonesia probably going to save for this round. That was a fast round. A great A take there by Vietnam. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, that was fantastic. For a moment there, I thought Johnny P got a flick shot, but it's actually Zach getting the entry. Hence my orgasmic. Oh. But and either way, Johnny P, I mean, he didn't disappoint. He dropped down. He got an entry, dropped down, got an entry. Johnny P and Zach, fantastic work with the AK-47, and that's the scary firepower that Indonesia have to be aware of. And Vietnam sometimes just get some wonderful entries in towards the site, and they'll be able to pick up that round. And look at that, the economy for Indonesia not looking too great now. They'll have to be eco in the next round if they lose this. Sorry, but they've got an op on Roseo at least, so maybe he can do something with that. If he plays towards it, but he's not. He's going to go connector. He'll do a connector pick. Nice smoke though from the Vietnamese players, and Roseo's going to find Simon B. Sis takes down Johnny P over at the halls, and there's the T-ramp smoke that's slung down. You can see the Indonesians know how to play with the utility very well here on Mirage. They always have it down. They always have the positions smoked for as long as they possibly can. Now Frost Misty has got support from Roseo. He's going to pop out with a nice flash, but doesn't land the shots, and Viz on top of Tetris will get the entry. Zach finds FLX as he comes out of jungle. And the bomb's going to be planted here on the A site. Viz takes down Roseo. And it's not a good bomb site defense here by Indonesia. Now they're going to have to play on the retake. Viz pushing forward, but Riddix is going to get the frag. Unbelievable. Don't know how that happened right there. He's going to find another one as well as he takes down Columbus. Fantastic by the Indonesian player. And now it's a 1 versus 1. Both players on really low health. We've got a Molotov in the hand of Zach. He's going to try and throw it towards the bomb, but he's scared about getting hurt. And there's the Molotov. He can't go through it. He's going to go straight for the defuse, and he's standing there powerless to do anything as Indonesia are going to pick up the round perhaps, but no defuse kit. Oh, and he gets the kill. No! That is what happens when you don't have a defuse kit. I can't believe it. He must have had a couple of seconds left, but patient by Zach, so patient, waited for the Molotov to disappear, and he got the kill at the end. Unbelievable round there. And it was pretty much who would throw the Molotov first, and it was the Indonesian player, but still, so close, and he just needed a defuse kit.
Yeah, heartbreaking stuff there for Indonesia. That was 1 second to go into the defuse that, but that was a 3v5 situation that Indonesia lost, but great use of flashbangs and smokes there for Vietnam to isolate Rozo, who was open that last round, off on A and getting them picked on the other guys. So that was a great round of Vietnam. They really needed that to get a kickstart into this terrorist app, or they could have been running away with it basically, Indonesia. But we've got Indonesia on Nico here. It looks like Vietnam are going to clean out this round. Already taking access into the B side, going to get that bomb down, and it's going to be 4-3 already now, it seems like.
Yeah, it's an easy anti-eco here by the Vietnamese. They've destroyed the Indonesian economy. And to be honest, if I take a quick look at their money, they're not going to be in a great position either for this round. I mean, they can get a couple of utilities.
Probably no AWP on Rozo here.
Yeah,
who's been doing alright with that, to be honest.
Yeah, he's landed a couple of shots. He's done a good job. He got the first entry, I think it was not the last round, but the round before that, over towards mid. But now the Vietnamese seem to have started to gain control of this game now, picking up 3 rounds in a row against Indonesia. And it's interesting because they lost the bye round, right? So you'd expect, like...
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, you'd expect, okay, Indonesia can just now build up from that momentum, but instead Vietnam coming back into this.
Yeah, definitely. That 5th round and 6th round there for Vietnam really killed the money for Indonesia, and Vietnam got away back into this game. But 2 nice shot there by Viz. I think that Indonesia pushed a bit too much there. He got a bit of information. He shouldn't have pushed around T-spawn that fast, and now it's really given this round 5v4 here of 2 Vietnam, and they've got access to everywhere now. Indonesia are going to be panicking here. It looks like they're going to take the B site though here.
Yeah, they've got FLX in support as well. Shorts, Riddix is going to be peeking, and he's not going to find anything. Zach getting the entry, so it's up to FLX to see if he can do anything from this position, but Columbus will take him out. There's the Vietnamese firepower coming out, and they've got complete control of the B site. Roseo stopping the bomb plant, though. It's 2 versus 4. Not a lot of health on the remaining Vietnamese players. Roseo with another Frost Misty now. Oh, what a fantastic double kill there by Frost Misty, 180 degrees turn, but Viz is coming up from behind, and he makes sure that Vietnam won't lose that round. But very, very close indeed. Indonesia almost picking that up in a 2 versus 4, after a fantastic triple from Frost Misty.
Yeah, that was scary stuff there. Yeah, that came down to 1v1 there, 10 HP on Viz, but yeah, that was unlucky by Indonesia, but again, I think that was SYX's fault there, really pushing down too much there. He got enough information, shouldn't have done that, really gave Vietnam an opportunity there to take that round, but again, we've got Indonesia here on an eco here. That's 4 rounds in a row now on the bounce for Vietnam, and they've got themselves back into this game. Momentum has really switched in Vietnam's favour. And it looks like they've got an idea what to do here. They're going to A site here. They're going to find a clean bomb site here. Great work there by Zach getting that pick. Going to be a free bomb site, as I said, and they're going to get the bomb down, and probably going to be another round.
Yeah, it should be pretty easy for them. It is an anti-eco. Indonesia won't be able to really do much here against the Vietnamese armor and AK-47s. And you can see they're not even using the utilities so much here. Vietnam saving the utilities when they need them. And now they're just going to hold off as the bomb will tick away until it explodes. And the CTs, I mean, they've got 5.7s, but not really much to save. Maybe try and get some exit frags and hurt the Vietnamese economy. Maybe pick up some weapons as well if they can set up some nice crossfires.
Yeah, they're just looking for extra frags, really. That's all they're looking for, get a gun or 2. But I think Indonesia's just should change the style of it. Maybe put a bit of aggression on middle there, 2 or 3 on middle. Get some access there, get some control of middle. Because that's 5 rounds on the road for Vietnam. They need to change something up here. The momentum is really switched, I think, in my opinion. So I think a nice middle aggression, take Vietnam off guard, because they're always sending 1-2 in middle. This is standard 2-2-1 kind of setup Vietnam doing. So I think Indonesia need to break that now. Get some rounds on the board. They need the rest here. They need at least 9 rounds to go into this terrorist half. So I think some nice aggression would be good. Not on their own though.
So you think they should go for that mid control early on?
Yeah, definitely. They should do that this round in my opinion. But I don't think they are going to do that. Rozo has got the AWP. He's going to take control of the middle. They're just going to play standard again. So let's see what's going to happen. Nice kill there by Rozo. Open up that round. Getting 2 kills with the AWP actually.
Yeah, fantastic play there by Roseo. He's going to peek as well. Triple by Roseo. Sis takes down Columbus. Maybe stopping Roseo from getting the ace, but no, Simon B is going to take him out. And now it's a 3 versus 1, Simon B. In a pretty tricky situation as he'll be hunted down by Riddix. And Indonesia will pick up that round. It's really nicely done. I guess that A execute from the Vietnamese was just shut down by Roseo.
Yeah, and great free-man there, but fast free-man by Rozo. Really getting that round on the board for Indonesia. That's what they really needed now. This is the round that Indonesia need. If they lose this round, their money is basically screwed for the end of the half. So they need this round. Get some momentum back. Get that money on the board. Get at least 9 rounds here. I'm hoping they can take this round, to be honest, because they do look like a good side, in my opinion. This is going to be a really close game here.
Yeah, now if Vietnam do pick this up, they're going to really damage the Indonesian economy. And they'll pretty much secure them about 6 or 7, well, 7 rounds, sorry.
7 rounds,
it would be 7
yeah,
rounds, yeah. And that's already, you know, more than you really expect on the T side of Mirage. So let's see if the Indonesians can hold this A site from the Vietnamese attack. That's a good smoke there from the CTs, nice and early, stopping that push from the terrorists, and Roseo's got a good position, just like he did around before. And look at this, the CTs know exactly where they are. FLX getting a lot of information, pushing forward, and Vietnam with that frag, they can change their mind now. They can keep them guessing, perhaps move towards the B side, but they're deciding to go towards the A side. There's 3 CTs waiting for them. They should be able to defend this site pretty well, but there's the utility thrown here by the terrorists as they get ready to push. But no, it's a fake. There you have it. They're just pushing the A site with the nades, and I think Roseo, no, he's not aware of that. He's moving towards CT to get a better position. Columbus is going to get an entry anyway. The bomb's moving towards the B side, and nobody has any idea. Riddix is holding that position. Zach takes down Sis, and it doesn't matter because 2 players is all that is needed to take control of the A site from the Indonesians. Fantastic play there from Columbus and Zach to take control of that site. And now they're going to get an easy bomb plant, and it's a 1 versus 5 anyway. Riddix can't really do much.
Yeah, again, poor decision there, man. FLX had all the information possible. He was into his spawn. Just wait there. You've got all the access in the world for B. You've blocked it off. All you need to do is just wait there in case they fall back. And when he died, I knew straight away that was round over. That was another poor mistake. That's 2 bad mistakes and crucial rounds for Indonesia.
Yep.
And that is really going to cost them now. Their money is absolutely broke for the next 1 to 2 rounds here. And just a mistakes really can cost you in CSGO.
And it's such a minor thing as well. If FLX just got the information and hid, then they would have 4 players ready for that attack. And plus, they wouldn't be going towards the B side. If they go towards the B side, FLX might be there to cut the flank, and then they know exactly where they're going. So it's a small, little, silly mistake by him. But we do have a B side stack here from the Indonesians. Riddix is going to pick up 1. Zach, now behind the van, catches sight of him as he drops down. He'll take him out as well. And now it's just Sis and Frost Misty. Sis actually affording some armor for this round. It is an eco, though, for the Indonesians, so anything they can get would be good. And I don't think the Vietnamese players have any plan of giving them any more frags. Frost Misty hiding here, looking for exit frags at short, but he'll get taken out by Simon B, and that's another round for Vietnam, as we thought. But what a close round there just before. I mean, had FLX, as you said, not peaked, maybe if he had hidden, it might have been a different story. And now Vietnam, with 7 rounds already on the T side, can be very happy with their performance.
Yeah, 7 rounds on the terrorist side, and they lost the first 4 rounds. It's a great half, to be honest, without taking that vital pistol round here. And Vietnam, all they're doing is just 1 standard A split, because Indonesia don't know what to do about it, to be honest, and they're right to just keep going for the same tactics, to be honest. Indonesia are not adjusting to it, so they're going to have 3 in action, a fast A split here. Already CLB, Columbus taking 1 down, Frosty taking 2 down.
Fantastic. Excellently done there by Frost Misty and Roseo to pick up 4 frags between them. And now it's just Simon B on his own here, sitting down in the corner. hoping for a miracle, and it's not going to come. So 7-6, Indonesia will pick up a very important round and maybe give themselves a bit of wiggling room if they can pick up the next 2 rounds here, or the final 2 rounds of the first half. But Vietnam, they've got an AWP on Johnny P. Roseo hasn't been able to afford that yet. I think he bought one of his teammates a weapon as well, so his money is not too great either.
Yeah, this is actually the first time I've seen Vietnam taking out the AWP, because what they're doing is basically working, so they didn't need an AWP. But now they've started to switch it up here, going for that middle control here. Johnny P with the AWP here. Just going to slowly spot out, see what's going on, hoping for Indonesia just to make a mistake, pop out, get a free kill. But I think they're going to set up towards a B split here. With Columbus, they're looking like the bomb. Oh no, are they going back to the A? Yeah, it looks like they might try and set up for the common A smokes over the wall kind of setup. Let's see what Indonesia can do. Can they adjust to that? Got Rozo here, in connector. Riddick's at B.
See, Frostmist is a bit too scared about getting information at mid, so the CTs don't have a lot of info. He's going to peek, and Zach will take him out almost immediately. So Indonesia now on full alert. They've only got 2 players on the A site, 1 at connector, and Sis on his own to hold 4 terrorists pushing in at the same time. Roseo, though, will take down Zach, so they should know it's going to be an A site push, as they've had 1 player come in from connector, and they're going to throw down a T-ramp smoke, which isn't perfect, and also a Hall's Molotov, which should slow them down for the next couple of seconds, and it's quite late in the round as well. There's only 30 seconds left, so Vietnam have to make their move soon. Nice nade there, does a lot of damage on 3 of the Vietnamese players, and Sis is going to start it off with a frag as well. Roseo catches somebody coming out from apartments. He's going to take him out, hops down, takes down another excellent frag, and I meant Palace, not apartment, sorry, but Sis will get the return on Johnny P as well. So 2 players was all that was needed when they have that information, when they knew, and I think Zach pushing in connector was a bit too early, perhaps. Maybe he should have waited until the rest of his teammates went for the execute.
Yeah, it's a great nade by Roseo. A total of 230 damage from 1 nade. That was a great nade by him, and he has really been he's really impressed me this half. 16 frags already in 14 rounds. He's been doing great work with that AWP and the M4. Can use both guns very well, and he's keeping Indonesia in this game. Now, this is a massive round here. Vietnam haven't got that much money into this last round. Tech9, as you can see, and a Gadil, so they're basically using the small money they have left. Yeah. And let's hope Indonesia... If Indonesia take this half, they'll be relatively happy with 8 rounds. Pistol round will be massive for these if they take it. But it looks like Vietnam are changing their strat up, and they've got to go for this B bomb site here.
So, I mean, do you think there's a huge psychological factor involved when you come out the first half with 8-7 instead of 7-8? Does that give you a boost when you're playing? Like, all right, we won the first half at least, even though it's just 1 round, but maybe that psychological boost means a lot more.
Yeah, definitely psychological is massive in this game. 8-7, they'll be pretty happy, but Vietnam are going fast at the bomb site here.
Yeah, they've run right over those Molotovs. There's the exchange here as Vietnam make the trade and get the entries. Roseo now pushing in from the market. Oh, he doesn't find Columbus though. Molotov in the site. Frost Misty still holding the A site at the moment. Columbus is going to throw the bomb inside for one of his teammates. He knows that he can't get out of that angle, but it's a 2 versus 4. Excellent play by the Vietnamese players to take the B site from them, and it's just not good enough here on the B site. It's far too easy, and almost every single time they went towards the B site, it was far too easy. But there are the return frags here. FLX now on his own in a 1 versus 2. He's going to push through the smoke, and Johnny P just finds him. It's far too easy. 8-7. Vietnam will come into the second half as the victors of the first, even though they're playing on the harder side, while Indonesia are playing on the stronger side of Mirage. So Indonesia now definitely really need the pistol round. They really need that kind of couple of rounds gap between them and Vietnam, because if Vietnam pick up momentum and keep on going, then they're going to steal the game off them. They're going to take it away. So it's really difficult to be on the T side and having to kind of play catch up basically with your opponents.
Yeah, that's eight rounds, and they didn't even win the pistol rounds. That's a massive half there for Vietnam. Well played to them, to be honest, to take that half, even without winning the first buy round also. So Vietnam definitely adjusted their game up after that 4th round. They knew that Indonesia were playing kind of far back, sometimes someone pushing up, making a lot of mistakes Indonesia did. So Vietnam adjusted very well to that, and that's how they got their 8 rounds, to be honest. And I think pistol round, as you were saying, is massive. Indonesia, I think, if they got any chance of getting back into this game, they need that pistol round. So whatever strat you have, get your best strat ready, because you need this. But this is Vietnam's pick, so I think Vietnam, if they do take this, there's nothing to worry about too much for Indonesia going into their map. But I'm hoping that Indonesia can take that pistol round. I want to see what the T strats are like, to be honest. I'm really intrigued to find out what they can do on this T side, because they have got good players. Rozu, as you've seen, 17 frags he had. half, and didn't even win the half. So that guy, he's the person to watch out for in the second half. If he performs, they could maybe take this game.
Indeed. So for everyone who are just asking why does it say Dust, it's because there's the GoTV relay is being reconnected, I guess. Or restarted. Sorry, what am I saying? Reconnected, restarted, but we're getting reconnected. But basically, it's to make sure that we don't get any of those little lag spikes that you guys might be seeing on the GoTV at the moment. Either way, excellent start by Vietnam to pick up 8 rounds on the T side. But we know Vietnam for a very strong T side. They've also got a really solid team chemistry and teamwork on the CT side. And Indonesia, they're going to have a difficult situation ahead of them. But I think if they've got a couple of cool ideas, if they can read the game well, if they're able to kind of mess about with the rotations that the Vietnamese have, and basically play with the way they're set up and make them uncomfortable, then even if they don't have the firepower, they'll still be able to pick up rounds on the T side.
Yeah, definitely. In my opinion, as you were saying, they've got a lot of team chemistry. Both sides have got team chemistry, to be honest. As you were saying earlier, 3 from Sky Red and 3 from NXL, I think they're called, from Indonesia. So this is going to be definitely a really fun half to watch, to be honest, in my opinion. I'm really looking forward to getting back in the action.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. Quick reminder, guys, we do have a subscriber giveaway at the end of this game. So if you'd like to take part in that, all you have to do is click the subscribe button. It costs €4.99. You'll be supporting eFrag TV, and you'll be supporting the eFrag TV community. And at the same time, you also get €4.99 worth of G2A.com vouchers, or a G2A.com voucher, which you can use to buy, I don't know, Counter-Strike for a family member or any other games that you want from G2A. So do check it out. I don't know if you can buy anything else other than games from the G2A.com website, but you check them out. They are one of our partners in this tournament, and they're helping this tournament exist and happen. Also, you can check out our YouTube channel, in fact, Electronic Frag on YouTube. We will be uploading a lot of highlights. We've got a great new video editor from Australia, and he's going to be uploading a lot of highlights of the past qualifier, Asian qualifier, and also the European qualification round 2. And also make sure to bookmark e-frag.net or twc.e-frag.net. It's got sorry guys, today I've got a bit of a stomach thing. It's what do you call it? The website's got a lot of information on the World Championships. You can get everything you want from there. Lineups, matches, statistics, when they're going to next play, schedules, all of that business. And the next part of this tournament, and the final part of this tournament before the LAN, will be the European group stage, which is also going to be the most exciting part of the tournament, I think, as well. So don't forget to check out the website. All right, let's hop on to camera so that we can see what is going on with the GoTV. It's taking a bit too long to fix. So anyway, yes. Let us see. Neil, yesterday you told me that you went to practice, but I heard that your team was actually playing a match. You play for Choke Gaming, right?
That's right. Well, I'm coaching Choke Gaming.
Oh, you coach them?
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, we played 2 SIVO games and won 2 games. 16-1, 16-7. So yeah, it's a good way to come back at. Yeah, we won 16-1 against Arctic, some team from Finland, and then 16-7 on season. The SIVO have actually got DE season in their map pool. Yeah, so that was very interesting. But yeah, we're just glad to get one of the season games out the way, and then we've got another one tonight, and then that's it, done for season for another season of SIVO.
Wow, nice pun, mate. Nice pun. 10 out of 10.
So yeah, we're looking forward just to get rid of that map. I don't know why it's still in the map pool, but yeah, we just got to get on with it, I guess. But yeah, 2 good wins last night. I'm happy with that. And then went out for a bit of dinner with my mate, so as a celebration kind of thing, I guess. So yeah, good way to come back after LAN. So we're just looking forward to the future, really, to be honest.
Yeah, congratulations, Neil. I gave you guys, just to give you, right now we're waiting for the Go. Can you switch onto the game and just show them what the GoTV looks like at the moment?
It's stuck on Dust, actually.
But no. For me, I reconnect it, and it's got these icons. I don't recognize them. Some weird. It looks like the Illuminati took control of my PC. What is going on here? I can't even move the camera. I can only move the camera, but I can't change direction.
Got loads of fins in the middle of my screen, gold and blue. Have you got that?
Yes. Yeah. That's exactly what I have at the moment.
So the GoTV is actually not working at the moment, boys. So we'll try and get that fixed as As soon as possible.
Well, we'll get that fixed. So let's head. Whoops, dropped my phone. Let's head back to the studio with myself and my beautiful face. I know that you guys are getting sick of seeing it, and you want to see some CS:GO action, but we are working on fixing this as soon as possible. Anyway, as I was saying, so Neil basically yesterday I was like, you know what? Neil is, you know, he's a commentator. Neil, by the way, I can hear myself on through your mic. So Neil, you know, is starting to commentate with us, and you know, he plays for a team, and he's a coach and whatnot, and all that business. He knows all the UK players. So you know, invite us for some mixes. You know, invite us for some 10-mans. And I tell Neil, and Neil, of course, is like, yeah, of course, yeah, no problem. Tonight I'll be playing some CS. Right now I'm just practicing. So I was like, all right, fair enough. Come evening, Neil completely ignores me. Doesn't even mention anything. This morning I'm asking him, like, Neil, what happened? And he goes, oh, I went out with mates. Sure, mate. I definitely believe that. I believe that.
We already found out at like 3 o'clock that we had an official at 7. I was like, oh god. And then we had another official at 8. I was like, what the hell? So we played them 2 officials, and then straight after that I went out with my mates, because I've been at Insomnia at I-55 for 5 days, so my mates are kind of saying, yo, you want to come out for some drinks? Yo, sorry, no, I can't. I'm at land. It's like, yeah, you're a geek kind of thing. Then I come back yesterday and like, right, you're back now. You've got no excuses. I'm like, okay, right, I'll come out. So that's why I didn't play any CS last night. And then I got back at like 12:30 and I went to bed because I've got casting with yourself this morning. So I have to make sure I got to bed and be refreshed for
When did you go to sleep?
About 12:30, 1 o'clock.
No, that's all right. You slept for ages then. You had 10 hours of sleep.
I love my sleep, mate. You'll get to know that soon. I love my sleep, mate. The game of life is loving the sleep. So
I thought you were waking up at 10 like, all right, the guy stayed up all night yesterday. No, you just, oh my goodness. All right, it seems like we've fixed the Illuminati Go TV. So let's hop back into the game, and hopefully we're going to be started with the second half in a couple of moments. I think that
mine's not fixed.
Oh, you just have to restart. You have to restart the CS:GO client, which is what I did now. So you need to go fix that, mate.
Yeah, but I think that it came up that it was live, I think.
Whoa, something just happened to the game for me. It's blocked. It's stopped. Yay, CS:GO. I was just going to say Suicide Go. It's making me want to commit suicide right now.
Okay, I'm fixed now. The match is actually paused. They've actually paused here, so...
Alright, so basically let's go back to studio and let's restart CS:GO once more. So Mr. CS:GO, why have you decided to freeze on me once more?
Yeah, I think we'll be back live in about a minute or two though. They've just paused the game and should be back live in a minute.
Okay, Neil. Alrighty, Neil. Sorry about the delay, lads. We'll be back with the second half in pretty much the next couple of seconds. If I am just able to hop onto the server here. Go TV, perfect. I know all of you are like, what rank? Let's see what rank he's got. I'm not going to show you guys my rank. It's super duper global elite. It's like 2 global elite icons stuck together. That's my rank. Yeah.
So what do you think of the European draws? Who do you think has got the group of death, and who do you think's got the easiest kind of route?
I think somebody was telling me UK's got a bad group. I think they've got an alright group, to be honest. Who has the group of death? I think
Group B is quite
yeah,
hard,
I think
to
it's
be
Group B.
honest.
That's Sweden and Norway, right? Together in the same group.
No, that's Group D. Group B is France, Netherlands, Ukraine, Spain, Serbia, and Hungary. So.
Ooh, yeah, that's a really tough group. That's a tough group as well. That's a really tough group. I think Group B and D are probably the toughest.
D as well, yeah, D as well. But yeah, Group C, UK have got Germany, Finland, Slovakia, Russia, and Turkey. That's probably a. They're all hard groups. They're all got hard groups here. I think Group A is slightly the easier one. Poland, Denmark,
I think so too.
Pakistan, Portugal, Romania, and Latvia. I think that is the easiest group. I think it'll be Poland and Denmark, then France and Ukraine probably, then Sweden and Norway or Belgium, and then Russia and Finland maybe, or Germany will get through.
Yeah, we'll see. Actually, Finland will have Alu, Disturbed, Natu's probably going to play, even though he doesn't play anymore. But I think
maybe.
I think
Joel's?
Joel's maybe, yeah, he's in the lineup, so he might be playing. Anyway, let's hop back into the game. We fixed CS:GO. CS:GO is fine, so the match is going to be unpaused, and we're going to start with the second half. Again, a quick reminder for everyone: Vietnam on 8 rounds after winning the first half on the T side. Now they've switched over to the CT side. Indonesia picking up 7. It looked like a close game, but there was a couple of small mistakes that Indonesia made that might have cost them the map. So right now, this is the round to win for the Indonesians. We do have the super soldier on Riddix, if you guys have noticed. He's got the Tech 9 from one of his teammates and he's gone for the armor, while the rest of his team have gone for full utility. And that just tells you about the Indonesian kind of mindset, where they really, they put a lot of importance on utility, T or CT side. And I like that. I think that's nice. I think it's more cerebral than just, you know, run and gun, I guess.
Yeah, it shows that they've got a lot of teamwork, to be honest, using the nades and know exactly when to use them at right times, I think. Maybe not as good aim-wise, but good tactical-wise, kind of thing, in my opinion. They've gone for the same route that Vietnam went, just dropping a Tech 9 for their best player, their best Tech 9 player, and basically using him to try and get your entry frags, which is a good idea, in my opinion. Tech 9, obviously, as everybody knows, just an overpowered gun, unfortunately, but it is there, so people are, all teams use it, so you're obviously going to use it. And Vietnam have actually unpaused. They want to remove, I think we're going live here. Yeah, we're going live.
Yeah, let's see. It is the pistol round of the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to eFrank TV. For those who have just joined us, I hope you will enjoy the broadcast here. It's a best of 3 between Vietnam and Indonesia, and it's for the winners group. The top 3 teams out of the 4 in this group will go on to the LAN finals in Serbia, Belgrade, between October the 8th and 11th to play for $100,000. I think Oscar M was said that he bought tickets to come and see us at the LAN finals. Thank you very much. I'm really looking forward to seeing you, and I look forward to seeing everybody here over at the LAN finals. It's going to be a fantastic event and a fantastic day. But now the A site is being attacked here by the Indonesians. I love that middle smoke there, completely cutting off CT spawn, and they're going to get an easy bomb plan here, the Indonesians, but can they hold? Now the CT's playing for the retake. It's going to be an absolute slugfest in the A site. Roseo firing away will take down Fizz. Now it's a 4 versus 5. Frost Misty trying to hold the flank here from T-Spawn, making sure that they don't get flanked from behind by the CTs. FLX over at Tetris. Simon B is going to find the entry from the jungle. FLX takes down Zach, however, he's going to push through connector. 2 frags there for Simon B. Johnny P takes down FLX. Columbus looking for one more kill as he takes down Sis, and it's up to Frost Misty, who went for the flank, pops out with a Tech 9. He's going to get the first frag, and there's the bomb getting defused right now through the smoke. Frost Misty's not going to make it. Oh, no. Vietnam with the ninja. Columbus goes down, but they've won the round, and they've picked up the pistol. And what a smoke there from the CTs to get that defuse. Absolutely fantastic. And Frost Misty, there was nothing he could do there except maybe get closer, but fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, great communication there with Vietnam. Columbus just probably screaming at him, I've got the kit, let me defuse. So great communication there. That was the only reason why they won that round there, because Johnny P was going to get on that bomb with no kit, and they would have definitely lost that round. But yeah, that's a massive round for Vietnam, and Indonesia have gone for the Tech 9. Molotov, this might be, you might have seen Kaboom, Luminosity do this quite a lot, this Molotov strat. Here we go, they're going straight out A here. Same 2, great headshot by Johnny P through the smoke here though.
Yep. Roseo takes down Zach, there's an exchange, and Simon B just firing through the smoke. They're picking up a frag on Riddix as well. Sis looking for CT spawn. He's going to find Columbus soon, who's rotating actually from the B side. He'll be able to take him out quite easily now. Indonesia down to 2 players, but they do pick up a FAMAS and Frost Misty. And he's trying to find more frags, takes down Viz. Columbus with the nade. Johnny P takes him out. Roseo now in a 1 versus 2. And they're going for the bomb defuse this time. Can he survive? And this is nice teamwork from Simon B. One guy defusing, the other making sure that he's got his teammates back. And even though Simon B had the defuse kit, it doesn't matter. They're going to get the defuse regardless. And Vietnam will pick up the second round. But again, a close run there by the Indonesians. And it's good. I mean, it shows that they might have a chance to come back. And even if they've lost the pistol rounds and the 2 rounds after that, with a good full buy and AK-47s, they might have what it takes to come back into this and equalize the score on the T side.
Yeah, Indonesia, that was a great shot there. As I was saying, that's a Kaboom shot. Basically, why I'm saying that is when Kaboom first came to Europe, I think it was, when they played Cloud9 on Mirage and it completely destroyed them, all they were using was that A strat with the smokes and Molotovs, and then everyone just robbed that strat for them, basically. That was when they first came on the scene, and everyone was like, wow, that's why everyone started loving them. So Indonesia probably took that strat from there, but Indonesia have decided to save this round and go for the full buy on the 19th round, which is a wise decision, I think. They wouldn't have any utility going into this round, so this is a good decision by them. Maybe get North on Rose and see what happens from there. This is a massive round now. Indonesia need this round. Let's see if he picks up the AWP here. I'm hoping they do pick up an AWP for him. No, they've gone for 5 AKs across the board.
Then again, they went for the force on the second. I mean, they got the bomb plant twice, so they could afford it. They could afford the AWP.
Oh yeah, they could have afforded it. Yeah, they had Frosty on 6400 that he could have dropped Rosé and all, but they've got no idea what they're going to do. They've got to go for this, basically their pistol strat here. This seems to be their common kind of strat, a go here, basically, as what I like to call it. They've got Molotovs here. This is going to be interesting. Let's see if this can pay off for them. They really need this round, so.
And look at Vietnam with an interesting mid push there with 3
Let's see
players.
how Simon B takes this now. Will he go for too much information and get picked off?
Well, I think nobody's going to be there to pick them up. They're going to come right from behind, and Indonesia will have no idea about it. FLX running through the smoke, losing a lot of health, and also getting shot through by Johnny P, who's right behind the smoke as well. Johnny P still alive, backing away towards jungle. The bomb's going to be planted here by Riddix. There's 2 CTs coming up from behind. I don't know if they have any idea. He's going to stop the bomb plant as well. Indonesia now, it's pandemonium here in the A site, and there's not much that they can do about what is going to happen in the next couple of seconds. Viz will start it off with a double there. Sis is going to try and get the return. He gets one, switches his weapon at the wrong moment, and Vietnam will pick up that round. Great play by them, getting that mid-control. And that's what happens when you don't have somebody holding the flank the same way that Vietnam are doing on the T side.
Yeah, definitely. That's, as you see, that is the massive difference between being a bit patient. That, as Indonesia did that too fast, in my opinion. They had no one was even looking at behind. That is the only reason why Vietnam won that round. They did that mid-aggression push, and that's the 2 massive differences, as you can see, for success and failure, in my opinion. And Vietnam seem to be really close now to taking this first map.
Yep, really nicely done by Vietnam, looking solid on the CT side of Mirage. And it was their map choice, so I guess it is to be expected that they will be able to pick up this map in this best of 3. But the next one will be Dust 2, and we'll see if Indonesia can offer more in that map. But so far, it's still, however, early days at the moment. Can't really completely discount Indonesia.
I was just about to say that. If it was Indonesia now, take a pause now and see what they're going to do. That's exactly what they're going to do. This is definitely 100% a tactical pause here for Indonesia. I was just going to say it.
They should take one now, yeah.
Yeah, they should take one, and they just took it, just as you were talking there.
Neil, are you sure? Are you sure you're not part Indonesian?
No, why? You think I'm being biased to Indonesia?
No, not because of that. Because you thought of having the pause at the same time, the tactical pause at the same time. So maybe you're part Indonesian, man. You have to check your ancestry. Maybe you are.
I'll check my passport to see if I was born in Indonesia. But yeah, that's the right decision for them now to just had a quick little thing. But we're back live again already here, and Vietnam, I think they're coming close to a round. They have an idea what's going to happen again, and let's see what Indonesia can do. I'm hoping they can take this round and give us a game here.
Yeah, but whoa, look at this 3-man stack over at T-Ramp. This is very dangerous for Vietnam, because all 3 players can get horribly flashed at the same time if they're not careful. They've set up a default here, and Riddix is just there to spray down, but he only picks up 1 frag. And they've got the information, though, that the bomb is not at ramp, that it's probably not an A-site push yet anyway. Frost Misty now over at the halls, and getting control of the map slowly. It's good. They've pretty much almost got mid-control right now. Roseo checking short. Sis over at halls, and FLX at the underpass. It's 4 versus 4. The terrorists still have the advantage, if you want to call it that, but the bomb's over at T spawn, so one of the players will have to go back and get it.
The bomb is miles away, so they've only got 40 seconds to go here. So if they take control of any site, they've got to run back and get the bomb. So this is basically, I think this is an impossible round for Indonesia, no matter what, unless they kill everybody. So I think they've actually forgotten about the bomb, but Columbus takes down SYS with a nice headshot there.
Now FLX is going to be joining the rest of his teammates. Somehow they found themselves in the A site slowly. They actually forced a rotation towards the B site with that push, even though they lost a player. So it's a nice idea, but Indonesia, can they hold the A site? Now there's the smoke over. Rosea with the AWP. He finds Zach. Nicely done. Checks connector. Nobody's there. There's somebody else still at CT spawn. He hears those bullets ricochet. Viz pushing in. Oh! It's the Molotov, and Roseo is burning. Johnny P still alive. He's going to try and pick up a frag there, but nothing will be done. FLX at least getting the bomb planted, but in the situation he's in, it's almost impossible to win the round, and Vietnam will make it 14-7. Really nicely done there by the Vietnamese. And Indonesia, I think they were a bit too slow and a bit too split up as well, because you can't get the trades. Even if you lose a player, you can't get the trades like that.
Yeah, I knew with 40 seconds to go in that round, that was a round lost. Indonesia had full access to that A bomb site, but they had to wait 15 to 20 seconds to get that bomb down, and that's a mistake. This is what costs you games. That's a massive mistake. You can't be doing that, and a most important game for these guys. That's why. That's the only reason again why they've lost that round. And I said it from 40 seconds. The bomb, it was miles away, and I don't think Indonesia. They probably forgot that. Yeah, mate, you got to plant the bomb to win rounds on terrorist staff, and that was the reason why they lost this round. This is the last goal for this Indonesia. This is their last kind of full buy here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Even though they're on max money balls, but they seem to be running out of ideas. They've got the same A-go idea, and Vietnam are going to adjust to these guys. They've played at the big stage before, as we said, 3 guys from Skyroad. They've played against top teams. They know exactly how to adjust to this play style. And I think Vietnam are going to take this round away here. Vietnam got a great A setup here to take this. Yeah, great 2 kills there for Vietnam.
Yeah, great control on mid as well. Frost Misty there with a return, but now he's on his own in a 1 versus 3, and it seems like it's Vietnam's round once more. But again, I was just mentioning, you know, Vietnam, they've always been changing things around on the CT side. They're not playing the same positions, which can be dangerous. However, against the Indonesians, it's worked perfectly, and Vietnam have this really nice ability, if you've noticed, to, let's say, have an early round plan. We'll go mid, we'll go T-ramp, they'll do something. They'll do something dynamic. They'll try and put pressure. They'll maybe pick up a frag and get the lead. But then right after that, they just react perfectly to what the Indonesians do. So if they push towards the A site, they do a perfect retake. If they push towards the B site, they do a perfect retake. If they, you know, take control mid, they can do a perfect retake there. So it's really, really nice kind of reactionary play from the Vietnamese. And the Indonesians, even if they do have control of a site or find themselves in a favorable position, in a couple of seconds, suddenly Vietnam can take control and win the round.
Yeah, definitely. As you were saying, they've changed it up. And look at Simon B. He's got all the information here for B. And now, look, they're just going to rotate over to A here. This is the right way to play it. They are changing it up every single time. They know exactly how to play. This is going to be a free frag here for Simon E. Nice headshot there. And he's going to fall back. Great play there by him. He's got enough information possible for his team.
Yeah, but Johnny P there was a bit too aggressive, and he's going to be punished for that. Rosaire now picking up a frag, and Indonesia 1 man ahead. And ooh, that nade! I don't know how he survived that, Viz, but he has 2 health left on him. And I think this is going to be Indonesia's round. 15-8. Indonesia now. They can take this to overtime if they win the next 7 in a row. But part of me thinks that it's not going to. That's too hard. It's too much to ask for. Yeah, on the T side, it's too much to ask for. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But that was a nice round there by Indonesia. But I still like the way Simon B played that round. Like I was saying, there's 2 massive differences. He didn't over-peak there. He went straight back after the pick. He had all the information possible, and that is how you play Mirage. This is all information-based, and that was great play by him, and I'm really hats off to him after that.
Yeah, there's now getting that entry over towards mid as he takes down Roseo, who's playing with the AK-47. He hasn't really been allowed to get on the AWP too much here in this half, has he, Neil?
No, he hasn't actually. He hasn't really had the money, Roseo. No, he hasn't. He had it 1 round and he got completely demolished. But this is 3v5 situation here. But nice headshot there by SYS, walking out to that bomb site. But again, nice re-pick there to make it 2v4. And this is backs against the walls for Indonesia. They really need to get this round to keep him in this map.
Yeah, let's see. I think Indonesia have a bit of a problem with the depth of their map pool, because what happened against China is they had 1 map where they got demolished, and then the second map they actually did really well in. So I have a feeling that Indonesia might get destroyed here on Mirage, let's say 16-8. But on Dust 2, they'll offer a much better game and maybe even pick up a map. I have a feeling that Indonesia are one of those teams that are like that, and so we'll see. We'll see if I'm right, though, on the second map. It's just FLX on his own now in a 1 versus 4, and it looks like Vietnam have secured themselves their first map win here in this best of 3 of the winners group of the Asian qualifiers. But FLX, oh my goodness, 2 entries on towards the B side. Fantastic here from the player, and he's not playing for Team NXL. He's going to make a third. He's on 12 health. He could win this 1 versus 4 clutch, and I guess it would delay the inevitable, but at least performing like that would be absolutely fantastic for morale and for the psychological boost. Now, right, Vietnam, they're not as robotic, they're not as immortal as we thought, and FLX with a fantastic 1v4, shutting us all up with that great clutch.
That was an amazing 1v4 clutch there. Great play by FLX there. Great individual skill there to keep the dream alive for Indonesia. It's only 6. This is the round. If they win this round, that'll put Vietnam on no money at all. So you never know. You never know in CSGO. Anything can happen.
You think everyone in the chat, like, no, sorry, everyone in the team were like, okay, clutch or kick? Clutch or you're going to get replaced right now? And he was like, oh, damn, I have to do this. There's the exchange of frags. Roseo taking down Viz. There's 1 person unconnected. They're not going to check. Oh, Johnny P getting himself a cheeky one there as he takes down Roseo, and it's 3 versus 4. They lost the advantage. They're pushing in with 2 players from ramp. Entry frag there for Sis. It seems like the Indonesians are starting to find their mark here. And they know that somebody's over at stairs, but Johnny P, look at this, so smart, turns around right at the right moment. Riddick's actually flashed by his teammates there. Sis getting the return frag on Johnny P, but the damage is being dealt now. It's a 2 versus 1. Columbus coming in from Connector. FLX, he's got his crosshair in the right spot, and he gets him. Ooh, FLX with just 9 health. Bullet. That was so close. Had one bullet from Columbus landed on FLX, they would have lost that round. But 15 to 10, and as you said, Neil, with your expert opinion, Vietnam are now on an eco.
Yeah, somehow Indonesia have struck 3 rounds in a row here. This is possible here now. All they need is basically 2 more big gun rounds to maybe take this into overtime. So, as I was saying, you never know in CSGO. Indonesia could somehow pull this back. I don't know how, but they've got 3 rounds on the board and they've got a chance here.
Ooh, this is a very nice eco idea here from Vietnam. They've gone for that very aggressive T-ramp push. FLX throws down a flash, slows them down. They've picked up another frag over at mid. Zach with another with that AK-47. Oh, it's not looking good at all here for Indonesia. They've still got the armor utility and the AK-47s. Viz actually picking up an AK here, and he's going to be pushing in from Palace, but they're deciding with a right decision as well to go towards the B site after seeing so many CTs on the A site. They know it's probably a stack, and at least they shouldn't push through the kind of positions that the CTs expect them from, at least. So they've backed away. And actually Viz has got armor. He bought armor this round, so could be a dangerous player.
Yeah, he's basically evened up the money here for Vietnam. As you can see, all the money is basically even, so that's why he's actually bought armor this round. Basically evening out. But Indonesia made the right decision here. They're going to go to this B bomb site, and they're going to find out any second now that this bomb site is actually clear. So they're going to get a bomb down pretty fast here, and I'm not sure what Vietnam are going to do here, to be honest. Are they going to save this AK and armor and just be safe with it and go into the next round? I think that's probably the wise decision.
That is.
Yeah, and
because
try and get Columbus a gun, probably, to be honest.
Yeah, because you'll pick up, and they've picked up another AK, so they're going to get an op the next round easily. On Johnny P. I think Johnny P, the reason why he didn't buy armor as well to equalize, like, because he's got a bit of extra money that is to afford an op. Yeah, to afford an op. And I think by now they're getting, what, 2.4? They should be getting...
Yeah,
yeah.
They've lost 4 in a row now, so it's going to be 2.4, you're right, yeah. So they're going to have definitely enough money on Johnny P with this op. He's probably going to take mid control, as you've seen Roseo taken
but they're going
the
for
other
it.
half. I don't know why. Maybe, no, they're not.
Oh, just exit frags, yeah.
Yeah. They're trying to just make Indonesia die, basically, to be honest. But there's no really point in that because there's only 1 round to go. So
the thing is, yeah, exactly. It doesn't really. You don't. Okay, if you win a round, then the economy after that doesn't really matter because you've won the game. But still, they have to be careful because Indonesia now only 4 rounds away, right? They could take this to overtime if they keep this up.
Yeah, definitely.
So they've not gone for the op buy. You can see that they've still got a lot of money on players like Viz and Columbus. So right now they've just gone for the rifles, and they've got 2 players moving towards Palace, 2 players over at the B site, and 1 trying to get mid control. There's a nice short smoke there by the T's, and they're getting ready for an A push. And I think the way that this has been set up at the moment, the T's have a really favorable outcome coming in towards the A site, unless they do some rotations here, the Vietnamese.
Yeah, I think Vietnam are already adjusting already to see what Indonesia are doing. They've actually got 3 ready here at A with Simon B and Windows. So if I was Indonesia, I would actually do a fake here because Vietnam would buy to that straight away. So I think, to be honest, I think that's what they're actually going to do, in my opinion. I think they're actually going to fake this A bomb site and take control of middle or B. So let's see if they do that. And I think that's actually what they're going to do.
Ooh, if Riddick gets this entry towards mid, it'd be a game changer. Simon B's going to pop out. Oh, but he doesn't make the frag. Simon B takes him out instead. And now, I guess the terrorists, they were moving towards the B, so they're deciding to switch back towards A. Simon B's taken a much more passive position, but with 4 CTs at the A site, it's going to be very, very difficult here for the terrorists to take control of it. It's basically 4 versus 4 in this site. And that's not favourable outcomes for the T's whatsoever. Sis is pushing forward. Johnny P catches sight. He checks Palace. Maybe he should have another teammate doing that. Zach there under the ladder. He's picking up 2 frags from that position. And now the Indonesian side's completely demolished. It's just Frost Misty on his own. He picks up 2, but Zach's going to finish off the job. It's 16 to 11. That will be the map score of the first map, Mirage. And we will be back with Dust 2 just in a couple of moments. We're going to play some nice highlights from that map and a couple of commercials as well. So we'll be right back.
G2A.com, the best video game store ever! Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck! What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember G2A.com, the best video game store ever!
that I had been. It was dark and I was supremely alone. No matter now if the compass fails again, 'cause in your love I built a home. You only need, oh darling.
Indonesia at the start, so this is a good decision, I think, in my opinion.
Yep, it is a mixed style. So Zach's going to find an entry frag here on Frosty. Sis firing away, trying to find something, but he's only going to take Zach down to 28 health. So the terrorists are in a very good position now. The CT's trying to play for the retake. Excellent flank. And Vietnam, even after they lost Simon B early on in that round, take that round very nicely indeed. Great control of the A site, and not good defense by the Indonesians.
No, not at all. That was a great four-man though by Zach. They put that faith into him with that Tech 9 armor, and that has paid off. He actually killed that second person blind as well. It's a great use of that Tech 9 there. Really won him that round. That's a great start for Vietnam. But Indonesia are going to try and put the pressure on him. Force bind here with 1 scout, 2 5.7s on the board here. So let's see if they can take this round back and change the momentum already.
That's interesting though. I don't know why the other players haven't gone for armor as well, since your teammates are...
Don't understand that, but...
I mean, Riddix and Frost Misty, maybe they're going for double op, so we'll see what'll happen. Anyway, they are pushing forward now. There's the CT smoke, and Sis has got a great position with the 5-7. Oh, just picks up 1 frag, though. Viz with the return. I thought he was going to get a second, and he's such a powerful position that holding that angle. I actually play it a lot on the A side, and always double, triple kill. Always when you hold that angle. It's so strong.
Yeah, it's a great angle, to be honest. I like that angle a lot, to be honest. You can even do that with a jumping little scout behind a little single box, but this is already round 1 for Vietnam, yeah, and I think Riddix is just going to try and save that scout.
He's going to run back in. Oh, he sees them pushing forward, and he's going to land a headshot on Viz. He's landed a shot on Johnny P already. Simon B coming in from short, just sees the backpack of FLX, and he'll take him out as FLX tries to change positions. But 2-0 Vietnam picking up a very quick 2 rounds, and Indonesia will be on a full eco.
Yes, that's a good round there with Vietnam to win that. But Indonesia, 2 of them didn't buy up there, so that's pretty interesting. I want to see what they're actually going to do here. This is their map pick, so I want to see what ideas they have on this map, because their terrorist half and Mirage did not seem very good at all. They only got 1 round on the terrorist half. But Vietnam are going to go for a fast B rush here with their MP7s at the front here, just taking damage basically. A nice headshot like this there to really open up that bunch right there. 2 people already down at B, and this is basically round 1 for Vietnam. So I'm interested to see what Indonesia are going to do on the 4th round. Do you think they're going to go for the double up setup, which is quite common?
I think that's why 2 of their players didn't buy in the first round. It only makes sense. Indonesia, they're a not professional as in they make money, but as in they've played a lot of CS and they understand the game very well and they really want to win this. So for that reason, I'm pretty sure that the 2 players not buying armor is not because of a miscommunication, but because they want to get up. It only makes sense to me.
I think they need Bank of South Africa, as we've seen a few years ago with Cybertron.
You still remember him?
Yeah, of course I do, yeah.
What was his name?
Cybertron was his name, Cybertron. Basically, if anyone didn't see that game, basically Cybertron was buying a UMP and armor with no nades. He doesn't like his nades, and he had so much money every round. Even though they were losing rounds, he had a good 9,000. So I think someone needs a person like that in the team to really get him going. We're not dissing him. We just found it a bit funny. That was all.
I know, that was a really interesting. That was a new role in CS:GO, the banker. He just plays with an SMG and does absolutely nothing else except make money. He's just there to make money. But now Vietnam on the full buy of the CT side, pushing in towards the B side. It's working for them. FLX is going to pop up, but only picks up one frag. Not the best idea. I think those are a pop flash from the Indonesians, but it didn't flash them good enough. Now Zach now hunts them down. There's a pop flash from the CTs in towards the site, but again Zach picking up another frag. Oh my goodness, so confident here by Zach, but Frost Misty pushing through the side on his own, and it's not enough. Viz and Simon B actually remaining against Simon B with that flank that he had planned. Really nicely done there by Vietnam. They look like they've got a very dangerous T side here. A lot of entry frag power, and they've always have a two-pronged attack. They never all just push it on the side at the same time.
Yeah, Indonesia can't handle that fast aggression by Vietnam. Just a simple, fast thing to be. As we see in Vietnam, I've got some very good entry fraggers, really good aimers. I'm really impressed by Zach in these two maps. He's a really good aimer in my opinion. But I'm just going to go for this fast, long hit. Nope, they're actually going to fall back here. Zach's probably going to pick it up. Thomas picks up that frag there. Vietnam, they definitely know what to do here. Using their aim. I always thought they were better aimers coming into this anyway from watching them yesterday. But they're using that aim, that raw aim talent.
Yeah, and that's the problem with Dust 2, that it is more aim-based than tactical-based. I mean, Indonesia would want a map like Inferno, starting off on the CT side, where they can throw kind of utility, hold nice angles. But in this map, you just got loads of positions where you have peeker's advantage. And if you're looking for headshots, sometimes you're going to get killed before you even see your opponent. You know, it's going to happen. I mean, that's how it works. So,
yeah, definitely.
For that reason, it's a difficult map to play against a team like Vietnam. Well, with the Seiko, though, Indonesia, they're going to lose. Maybe they're trying to get some exit frags here. Sis firing away. Rosé is going to pick up one, but he goes down almost immediately after Columbus. And Viz pushing towards Sis's position, and Viz actually just surviving that encounter. But Vietnam will make it 5-0. So it's an excellent start here by Vietnam. It is the side that they've chosen. And I think on this mixed level, the terrorist side is stronger on Dust 2.
Yeah, I think that's definitely for mixy kind of. This isn't, as you know, these are not two full teams. So I think in a mixed kind of style, terrorist is the right half to go. Well, I made that mistake of going CT when we played against Greece, and we went down 9-6, but we came back and won. But yeah, it is terrorist based on a mixy kind of style. I've seen a lot of success on the T side, but Vietnam again go for this same tactic here, fast into B side.
But they've got a very good position for this here. In Indonesia, they've read it well. They've got 3 players on the B side, and they've been able to hold them in their tracks and take down 2 of their players. Simon B pushing forward. Rosé is going to take him out. This is good usage of the op that they've purchased this round, and Indonesia looking like they've made the right call right now. So 2 versus 5 as they try to take the site. 3 players pretty low health here from Indonesia. They have to be careful. Columbus gets the entry on Riddix. There's the smoke down as well as they push forward. Frost Misty trying to get some information, but FLX is in the perfect position to take him out if they don't check this corner, and he's going to turn around just at the right moment, and FLX doesn't get the double, but Roseo is there maybe to clean up. Johnny P completely flashed, and there you have it. Roseo ending that round with 3 frags. So excellent round there by Indonesia, and it's 5-1.
Yeah, great open there by Roseo, taking out another 3 people there. He's been really good with that ult, to be honest, in the first map as well. He had 17 frags coming into the second half there on Barrage, so he's definitely their best player. As you can see again, he is top fragging again for Indonesia with 6 frags, with the closest to 3, so he's definitely the main star for Indonesia. He's been doing really well, and he needs to get his team back into this game. This is a massive round here for Indonesia. If they lose this round, I can see Vietnam running away with this game, so I'm going to eyes on Roseo here, who's probably going to spot one, but misses that shot there.
Yeah, let's see if he can control mid here and keep putting pressure on the T's as they move for that short control. Right now they've got 2 players there. Sis, on the other hand, though, ready and waiting for that push, the inevitable push from the T's. And this is the thing, once you have control of mid, oh, look at this, they've got a boost happening.
Stack here, he fell off though.
He fell off, oh dear, broken ankle now. But if you are, as a T, you get control of mid, get control of short, and you have your flanks kind of held, which is just the default setup. This is kind of base 1. Then you can do whatever you want after that. Whether you want to go for a B split, push from short, A split, you can do whatever you like, and the CTs won't really be ready for it. Maybe they'll have a lucky guess, but they won't have the information to defend properly. And right now, they're deciding perhaps to go for a B split, or maybe everyone going through B tunnels. There are 2 CTs holding this position at the moment. And of course, they're going to have CLB this time holding the flank, not Simon B. And I wonder if they're going to be able to get the entry now. Riddick's looking for those frags as they push forward. They try to find FLX, and they will find him. Johnny P with a double there, and there's the smoke on the double doors. And this time round, with only 2 players on the B side, the CTs weren't able to defend it, and now they scramble for the retake.
Yeah, great work there with Vietnam. Basically, they knew Indonesia used all the utility within the first 20 seconds of the round, so that was just a quick access into that B bomb site. And if I was Indonesia, I would probably want to save this round. This is going to be really hard to retake it. Vietnam are all set up here. I think this is going to be a clean round here for Indonesia. I mean, for Vietnam, sorry.
Now look at this though, there's 2-on-2, and oh, Fizz has got low health. He's using a USB, but oh, Columbus, wow, 2 shots. 2 sprays, sorry, 2 headshots, and Rosé and Cisco down right after each other, and that's another round for Vietnam. So they had, I mean, I don't know. I think he just should have gone for the reload and used his M4 and sprayed down. He probably would have even got a double kill because they were pretty much lined up in front of him. Either way, though, you can't really talk about the past and. You know, oh, could have done this, could have done this. You have to think about the next round. And right now, Indonesia with an eco. They've got Frost Misty with a scout, I guess, since his money is quite a bit better than the rest of his team. I think maybe Sis actually bought him the scout. I don't know. Or maybe Sis has got really low money. Either way, Frost Misty's got a scout. So he'll be checking
he had
mid.
4,800, that's why. So he's basically evened up, well, not evened up the money, but
Or
he had
tried
the
to.
extra money. Yeah. But great 2 headshots there by Zach opening this round. This is where the mentality of Indonesia comes in. Can they get mentally get back into this game? Because this is running away with it now. Vietnam are going to be 7-1 up here probably coming into this CT half. So I don't know. Can they get back into this game? That's the question.
Wow, Frost Misty though picking up 3 with the scout. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they can come back into this game. At the moment, though, I think Frost Misty, he's going to go for it because Indonesia don't have a lot of rounds. He's got an AK. His team are going to be able to go for a full buy anyway. And he has a feeling that he might have a chance. Oof, Viz completely flopping his spray down, but he readjusts his aim and will pick up that frag regardless. And as you said, it's about mentality now and about psychological strength, I guess. Can the Indonesians come back into this match? Can they kind of hold it together and pick up a decent amount of rounds on the CT side to have an opportunity to come back? We'll wait and see. That's what we're here to see from the Indonesians. But there's one thing that I'd like to mention, and that's because of the way Vietnam have won a lot of rounds in a row, and Indonesia had the loser bonus, they've been able to utilize the AWP really well on Roseo. And I think that on this map, it's all about having a good AWPer. I think that has a huge effect. We see a lot of matches where the AWPers are top fragging. So if Indonesia can keep getting that AWP onto Roseo and maybe allowing him or putting him in the right positions and in the right place at the right time, they might have a chance to pick up a couple of rounds. But this is a good retake here of the B side. They've actually dropped the bomb, and it's just Columbus now in a 1 versus 2.
Yeah, great round there for Indonesia. Vietnam basically tried to go free straight out long. They're a very fast team, to be honest, on this Dust 2 terrorist side. They're just going for simple aim duels, but Indonesia, well played there. They had 3 at long. They were adjusting fast to what they were going to do. Probably thinking they might have a long spawn here. Let's just do 3 at long, because they know that they're not going fast. They haven't done anything that's short at the moment, so it's basically going to be long or be kind of simple kind of idea. So yeah, great round by India. And now this is the round they need again. I keep saying it. This is the second time I've said it. They need this round to kind of put the money on them, get some money on the bank. They need rounds on the CT side, and Vietnam did well. It looks like everyone's going for eco here, but Johnny P has got an AWP here, so they're basically going to work around Johnny P, see if he can get a pick and open up this bomb site. Indonesia actually have 3 towards the B. No, yeah, 3 towards that B bomb site now. 2 at middle and 1 at B. They're adjusting to this. This is a great idea here for Indonesia. I like it a lot.
Well, Johnny P is currently about pretty much top fragging with Zach, and he's had a lot of great games. He's a really good AWPer, so he could be the one who opens up the CT defense. Roseo, they're picking up a frag. And FLX ready for this B push that's going to be coming in very, very soon indeed. They've got support from Roseo who's coming over, and there's a Molotov. It's a bit too late, and FLX is going to go down. Riddix will pick up 1, Riddix will pick up 2, but maybe it's not enough here as Johnny P now has got himself an excellent position. Oh, just misses the shot on Roseo, and now it's a 3 versus 1 against the AWP. Very, very difficult for him to do much. They're closing in, and they're getting very close indeed. Roseo now with the P2K. They'll find Johnny P, and they'll pick up that round. It's a good idea there by Vietnam, and almost got in. There was a really, really mistimed Molotov by FLX, but Riddix and Roseo made sure to clean up as Indonesia will pick up yet another round. I mean, how many rounds do you think they should be happy with on the CT side, Indonesia, right now on Dust 2?
I think they need at least 6 rounds to get back into this game, in my opinion. 7, to be honest, they need every single round to have a good chance here, in my opinion. But a great opening kill there by Roseo. It's the right way of getting back into this game with that AWP, picking up that AWP for the last round. And Vietnam just going to go for a fast, short take here. This is unknown. I haven't seen him do this yet, except for Bishop. But great 2 headshots from Indonesia.
That's a great spray there. And I think the Indonesians, I mean, it is an anti-eco, but actually it's a force from a couple of... No, it's an anti-eco.
No, it's an eco there.
Yeah, it's an eco. But I was just checking the money to make sure. But I was, you know, I'm seeing it now that the Indonesians are kind of building up a bit of a confidence. They're landing nicer shots that we've not been seeing a lot of, because earlier on we saw a lot of those short pushes, and maybe there'll be a player at CT or a player at the A site, and they would just whiff their shots completely. And maybe because, I don't know, maybe they're not warmed up, maybe they were just unlucky, but now they're looking a bit more consistent with their shots, and they need to be against a team like Vietnam.
Yeah, definitely. Indonesia have actually changed their CT style. They've actually put 3 towards the B bomb site and 2 at A now, and that's the right call, to be honest, in my opinion. That is why they're getting the rounds. They did have originally 3 at A and 2 at B, but they've changed that up now, and that's really good, so to be honest. And now Vietnam looks like they're going to try and take short control slowly and try and get up to A. So they've adjusted to Indonesia's setup quite fast here, and they're only going to have 2 at the A bomb site here, as I said. And Vietnam are going to set up here and find a clean bomb site here. Just got to take out CYX, and that's it. SYX, sorry.
They've got control of short though, so let's see if Sis is going to be able to do anything. Excellent flash, but bullets are not landing here by Sis. He needs to do more. Roseo's coming to try and support him. He goes down at CT spawn, but Sis is going to pick up a double and drop the bomb as well. Oh, and there's the wallbang from Johnny P. Riddix now with FLX coming in from CT, and this is a difficult position for CTs, really. It's much easier for the terrorists to get those kills on the top ground. 2 versus 3 now, and there's 1 terrorist coming in from CT spawn. So Colombo's going to go down, so it's just Simon B in a 1 versus 2. He can do it, really. He's going to go for the bomb. There's 25 seconds left on the clock, so he has to be a bit fast. I think the Indonesians should just hide now, and they don't have to fight him, because I don't think he has enough time to go towards the B site. He's going to get the entry. Now it's a 1 versus 1. I don't know what Frost Misty was thinking, trying to peek him. He's going to check the corner, but FLX is not going to make any mistakes there. Headshot straight onto Simon B, and he'll pick up the round for Indonesia, but very close indeed.
Yeah, they got away with that round, didn't they? It could have been another massive mistake there by Frost Misty. He didn't need to take that 1v1-0. That's not what you need to do in 2v1 situations. At least be able to get the refrag for your teammate, and that was a bad mistake by him. But they won the round there, luckily, and Roseo has enough to get that up. He's been doing very well with this up, again on this CT side on Dust 2. So Vietnam back on eco here. That's 4 in a row now for Indonesia. Exactly what they needed at the right time here, and they get back into this half.
Uh-oh, Frost Misty really missed timing again, his position, not realizing that by that time Vietnam could have gone in towards long. And that's something, you know, as a pro player, you need to know, like, you need to have a feel, like, if this amount of seconds into the round, can they possibly be at these angles? Should I check them, or should I just leave them?
Yeah, you need to be cautious. I think they should have known that it would have been eco here. But yeah, that's a great round for Indonesia to pick up. Quite easy round for them, and that's 5 in a row now. That's really, really good for them. These 2 rounds.
So you ain't going to see no nipples today, mate. No nipples for you.
And look at what Indonesia, look at Frost Misty has done. He's pushed up middle here.
Yeah, look at this. Roseo's in a great spot there, and he's going to take out Colombo. I don't think he expected that. Nice shots, a nice tunnel smoke as well by him. As he backs away and checks other angles. And at the moment, it seems like the terrorists are just biding their time, getting ready to push towards tunnels. But with only 3 players, it should be an easy defense here for the Indonesians. FLX just hiding, pops up. Riddix is going to pick up one, and there's a great crossfire. But look at that, Johnny P and Zach somehow finding themselves out of that crossfire and getting those 2 entries. Johnny P picking up another frag, and that is so dangerous there. Indonesia down to 2. It was a 5 versus 3, and had Vietnam had their full power, they would have made the trades, and they would have had control of the site.
Yeah, but it was great play by Indonesia. They went for aggressive there. They got all the control in the middle, and that's how they won that round. Great work, great adjustment to what Vietnam were doing. Vietnam basically thought, let's go back to the strat that's worked for so much and go to the B, and I think exactly that's what Indonesia thought. So great play by them. 7-all here, all tied up here.
Yeah. Again, another full buy now from the Vietnamese AK-47s about, and this time round they've gone for that long control. Weirdly enough, Indonesia don't have anybody there, but they've got one person coming up from behind, 3 players over at CT. There's a CT smoke though, so it's going to render these Indonesian players absolutely useless. They're not going to land any shots as the terrorists cross over, so that's the A site given to them completely freely. But Frost Misty, can he do something? Excellent pop flash, but it is only able to pick up a frag. I don't know if they know he's coming in from A long. It's him against Simon B as well. He'll win that 1 versus 1, and now it's back to the advantage for the CTs. It's 5 versus 3. No, 4 versus 3 as Riddix goes down. Frost Misty still pushing forward. He's timed this fucking flank absolutely perfectly, and he's going to get the defuse as well. And Indonesia will pick up another round, 8-7.
That's a great foreman there by Frost Misty there, coming there from long, getting a great foreman. That's 8-7 to Indonesia. That was 7 rounds in a row. Great comeback there.
By the way, excuse my language. I just swore.
Yeah, that was just an accident, I think.
Yeah, just for anyone who might have noticed. Hopefully you didn't. So Indonesia now end that first half 8-7, right? So they came back from a huge deficit and put themselves around ahead of Vietnam on the side that the Vietnamese chose. So Vietnam chose terrorist side. So Indonesia should be really happy with what they've got, and they've definitely got a strong chance to take this map and take it on to the 3rd and final. I think it's cash, isn't it, Neil?
Yeah, last map is cash actually, so we could easily see that, to be honest. And that's, again, like I was saying earlier, everyone thought this was a 90% to 10% chance for Vietnam, and it's a close game in my opinion.
It's a family show, everyone. It's a family show.
Family show. But that was a slip of the tongue. I don't think he actually meant that.
No, it was a slip of the tongue, lads.
But yeah, great half there to watch actually.
I saved myself and said flank after it to make it look like I meant to say the swear word, but then like then I sweared, so it doesn't really help, does it?
In between two.
No. Oh well. Anyway, so we're waiting for the second half to start here, and what do you think, Neil? Who do you think is gonna get this?
I think Indonesia could take this half, to be honest. If they get their pistol round, that'll be massive for them, and they've got a great chance. Oh, my CSGO is actually just crushed. But yeah, they've got a great chance to come back into this game. Into this series.
Into this best of 3 or this series, yeah.
Into this, I'm just going to get back in. We're not live yet, are we?
No, we're not. But that's the thing, right? So Indonesia, let's say from a 7-1 deficit, we're able to pick up 6 rounds. What exactly was different that allowed them to pick up that many rounds? Was it Vietnam getting a bit complacent, or was it Indonesia understanding the Vietnamese terrorist side and then responding well to it? I mean, we know Indonesia are a very tactical side. They're very cerebral. Was that the reason? Because I kind of noticed that, as you mentioned, and you mentioned it a couple of times, that they changed their setup on the B site. They made it a bit B heavy, and they changed things around. Whoops, everything's gone down. Let's switch the studio. The game just suddenly crashed.
We're actually live here, and Vietnam have actually picked up the pistol round here. Until you come back in the game, I guess.
Yeah, I
don't know
but
if
for some reason,
to see it.
For some reason, my game crashed after yours. It waited a while to crash. I had a bit of resolve.
But the game is live. Vietnam have picked up the first 2 rounds here, so that's 9-8 to Vietnam on CT side here.
Already?
Sure. Yeah, it's already been gone live. So apologies for that, everyone.
CS:GO, why? Why have you done this?
Two of our CS:GOs unfortunately crashed at the same time. So blame CS:GO, blame Gabe, and not us. So basically, Vietnam have picked up the 2 rounds. For people who can't see it at the moment, we're going to be fixing it in the next 30 seconds. And Indonesia didn't get the bomb down. You're back in, yeah?
Yep. So, as you just mentioned, Vietnam picking up the first 2 rounds. Did you catch any of the pistol round?
Yeah, I catch the pistol round. Indonesia tried to go for a fast middle, I think it was, and Vietnam picked it up, and then they didn't actually force buy. Indonesia are basically waiting for the 4th round buy because they haven't got the bomb down in any of the rounds. So we're probably going to come down to a 10-8 half with Indonesia getting their first buy of this half. So it's going to be interesting.
Well, let's see. Should be an easy anti-eco now for the Vietnamese. And anyway, you didn't answer my question. So, as I was saying,
yes.
Was it Indonesia reacting well to the Vietnamese terrorist side that allowed them to pick up so many rounds?
Yeah, that's definitely, in my opinion, that's what happened. Because Indonesia were basically doing 3 over towards A bomb site and 2 towards B, and Vietnam were just going for this fast, simple B rush, and Indonesia didn't know how to counter that. So basically, they just put 3 towards the B bomb site and 2 to A. That's the 2 kind of styles that you can play on this map. Sometimes double or, but Indonesia did the right adjustment. That's definitely why they got back into that game, changing that adjustment and done well to get back into this game. We're going to have the first buy here.
So Vietnam with that pistol round, they've got the lead, and Indonesia again on the back burner, having to catch up. But they do have a full buy, all AK-47s, all nades, and it seems like they're going to go for mid-control from the underpass. They're actually quite passive here. They've got a couple of guys over at Long, and they're going to push right through the smoke. Columbus is there, but they make the trade, so this is good here for the Indonesians. They're going to continue pushing towards Long as well, while they've got control of mid. Frost Misty peeking. There's no AWP on the CT side, or scout on the CT side at the moment, but we do have a Nog. He finds Frost Misty, and that's the mid player down. Now the terrorists have to make their move. They've got Sis over at short. Johnny P right behind that smoke. He has to be careful here. Sis is going to see an aid come, so he should know his position. He's going to check just on the side of the smoke. Johnny P will jump right above him. I don't think he knew that there was a terrorist on the other side of that smoke. So it's back to a 3-on-3, and that kind of aggression from Johnny P was a bit of a mistake. I mean, you've thrown down the smoke. I don't know why you have to push in. Sis is going to find yet another entry frag. And now it's a 2 versus 3 with the Vietnamese trying to play on the retake.
Yeah, that was a bad mistake there by Johnny P. I don't know why he did that. Now that's really giving the round to Indonesia 3v2, but great use of Molotov there, and great headshot by Vistas. Great Molotov use really there to prevent Indonesia from getting that bomb down. Now this is going to be hard for Indonesia to take this bomb together and get this down. Vietnam are sticking together here, making sure they're going to try and take this round. Simon B can get him. No, he's not going to get picked. Great Molotov use again there by Indonesia this time. Ooh. Getting that bomb down.
Look at the damage that was dealt to Viz. Viz goes down to Sis after being really badly burned. And oh my goodness, Sis with yet another double. And he had a 4K that round. It was pretty much his round. He got the 2 entries and he got the 2 kills that saved them in the after plant position. Excellent work by Sis, who's on 16 frags right now, as Indonesia will pick up a very important round. Vietnam now, they can go for a full buy. They've got a couple of wins, but if they lose this, they're going to be on an eco, and Indonesia will be 11-10 up. So excellent play there by Sis. Can he continue? And Sis is showing that a bit of that, you know, really nice high-level aim that you
basically putting all pressure here on Indonesia to try and take control of this map again. That's the right decision in my opinion, definitely.
Interesting. Sis on his own with the bomb moving towards him. He can just drop the bomb here. This is really dangerous play from Sis. I mean, I know he's confident, but I don't know if he knows that he's got the bomb. Zach's going to pick up a frag here on Sean. And another. Zach with the AWP. And Zach making sure that the terrorists won't get easy access to the A site. Reddick's backing away. He made a bit of noise, I guess, over at short. And backed away maybe to make the Vietnamese continue to check short while they do something else. It seems like that's what it makes sense. Or maybe he got the call that, right, you have to go back, we're going to go for a B split. Viz is right above that CT spawn area on the boost, and nobody's seen him yet. He's going to get some easy frags. He takes down Sis. Will there be a return from the terrorists? No. Viz will make it a triple, sorry, and a fantastic position from him to shut down that B split. That's why you need to throw down that CT smoke, and that's why you need to have somebody checking that position. You never know where the CT could be.
Yeah, that was poor play there by Indonesia right when they needed a great free-man though by Viz to really... He basically took that B bomb site by himself to win that round for them. That's really screwed up Indonesia's money here. They're on the back wall here. This is do or die here, to be honest. Now they're just going to go. They're pushing through the Molotov. Fast beat here by Indonesia. Can Vietnam hold this? Vietnam takes down one.
Whoa. We see a very Vietnamese style push here as the Indonesians take control of the B site. But Viz over at the doors. He'll pick up one as one tries to cross. The bomb's not planted yet. So Frost Misty and Sis both with an M4 but no armor. Oh, and that nade he saw his teammate die in front of him, heartbroken. Frost Misty will pick up one on Viz, and now it's a 1 versus 2. Both are going to attack at the same time, but no, there's a mistake. I don't know what CLB or Colombo was doing. He was jumping up and down, and now it could be around for Frost Misty. I can't believe they did that. What a huge mistake. Colombo has the armor, and he's got a lot of utility and the time on his team. So he should be able to pick this up. He's just going to wait maybe until he plants the bomb, then throw all of his utility in. Frost Misty is taking his time now. He's not going to go for the bomb yet, because he knows as soon as he plants it, Colombo will just pop out like a devil and get the return. But it's a very, very good eco here by Indonesia to put themselves in a 1 versus 1 situation, and a situation where they can actually pick up the round as well.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting 1v1, I think. Frost Misty is expecting... No, I thought he's expecting to come tunnels, I think, in my opinion, because he got a bit of information. So this is going to be interesting here. This is a massive round. Can Indonesia take this? This is what they need. It's all on Frost Misty. If he takes this, this is massive for his team here. That nade, 85 damage.
That flash.
Oh,
he doesn't finish him off, though. No, finally.
That is the duel of flops there. Columbus have just about got away with that one. Two of them failed their sprays there. I can't believe it.
Both of them absolutely doing in their sprays. That was a headshot on Colombo as well, but that nade, oh my god, that must have like destroyed his brain. What a nade. But unlucky again by the Indonesians not to pick up their round, because it was an eco and they put themselves in such a great position. But Colombo will clutch it and Vietnam will be up 3 rounds now, 12-9. But we do see a full buy once more from the Indonesians. And they will test the Vietnamese defense again.
We've got Zach, they've changed the aggression up here, Vietnam. Zach has actually got boosted up the short, they're looking down at low B. Can he get a quick pick? No one is actually, someone's going to come down here. Oh, he misses that shot and he's just going to fall back there now.
Oh dear.
But Frost Misty opens up the round there onto Columbus at the long area.
That's really, really tough luck for Colombo, but Zach's there to pick up the slack over a shot. He lands another shot, and we don't really see him play with the AWP on the Vietnamese side, but when he does, it seems like he is landing shots left, right, and center, and this is a very good rotation here from the CTs to take control of the A side, but they've got information here. Sis is on his own at mid. He's got nobody, and he's checking the B side as the rest of his team will be rotating, but there's a CT right behind him. Johnny P is going to be checking mid, and he'll find a lot of terrorists in front of him now. They're moving in towards tunnels, making a lot of noise, and Simon B is right there on the other side. Picks up just one, though. There's the return, and you've got Sis in a perfect flank position. Both teams flank. It's absolute flankception right now, and now the bomb's going to be planted on the B site, and 2 CTs will be playing for the retake.
Yeah, Simon B was very unlucky there not to get at least 2 people there. He had a great position there to counter that Indonesian B split there. But great work by SYS there. Great positioning by him to just have that control of B there, making sure that Vietnam couldn't retake that site, and that Vietnam are actually going to save here, which is the right decision, definitely. And they're going to be econ this next round here. And Indonesia are back in this game now. Great round by them. And let's hope they can take a few rounds on the board here to make this a really, really close game. This could go all the way here. This could go to all 30 rounds here. Predictions? Maybe overtime?
My predictions is, it's sad. To be honest, like, I always go for the underdog because it makes it interesting, right? And,
yeah, definitely.
And it always means more that the underdog does well than, let's say, they get a beatdown from the better team, because, you know, it shows that the underdog has exceeded expectation. They're playing a lot better than people think they thought they would be, and so they've practiced and they've done better than last time they've been seen. However, as much as I want that to happen, I do think Vietnam will probably take this and make it 2-0. I think that's what might happen.
I'm going to disagree. I think Indonesia can take this map.
Oh, let's see. Neil and Avail have disagreed for once, and there's going to be a mid-push here from the force by the Vietnamese, but the Indonesians this time around are pretty ready for it. Frost Misty picking up a sleek and fantastic, sharp 3 kill. So really nicely done.
Yeah, they're going to pick up this round if Rodeo can pick up the kill, which he hasn't yet. He's delaying the event of him.
Oh,
but
so
yeah,
you have that.
He's going to get that AWP there. He's actually going to pick up the AWP, I think, if he can find it.
Ooh.
No, he couldn't find the AWP.
It's just away from him. I think FLX can afford it if they wanted one, but they're just going to go for the 5 AK. So 12-11, maybe what you're saying will happen. But I think with that force by Vietnam's money's not too great. They should go for an eco this round. They'll buy a couple of armors to kind of equalize the monies and put everybody on about the same amount of cash. But really, really nicely done there. I think Vietnam really wanted to break the Indonesian economy because it wasn't too great. Had they lost the round, it would have been an eco. But they were able to drop a couple of weapons, but still, Indonesia were able to pick that up. And I mean, this is interesting. You don't see a lot of T sides just go for 5 men holding long. I don't see that too much. But that long push has worked for them again and again, and they're going to continue playing like that. No stacks here from Vietnam, no long stacks. I mean, these are one of the rounds where you'd love to have 3 players throw nades and then just hold long. on a
Into the
pistol round.
cage, yeah,
It's a perfect situation. But Viz is going to pop out again in that nice angle, but only picking up one frag. Zach goes down to Roseo. There's a frag from Simon B. Simon B on his own now. He'll be finished off though, and that's 12-12. Indonesia back in action, back with a vengeance, and we will see though a full buy from Vietnam.
Yeah, this is a massive round here, all tied up here, going into round 25 here, on the second map here, on Dust 2. Can Indonesia take this, level up the series? If people are just tuning in, Vietnam actually took the first map on Mirage, 16-11, and that was their map choice, and now this is Indonesia's map choice. So we've got a game in our hands here. These 5 rounds are massive for both countries. I'm really intrigued to see what's going to happen here.
Yeah. It's been a pretty competitive match between Vietnam and Indonesia. And like I told you, I mean, Indonesia are going to have better luck on their second map. Their map choice, similar to what happened with them against the Chinese. So, again, it's all about that depth of map pool that I think these Asian teams don't have too much of when compared to the European teams.
Yeah, like you were saying, Indonesia, their map pool is probably not as big, and this is their map choice. This is obviously their strongest map, in my opinion. Like you were saying, they haven't got as big as a map pool, in my opinion.
Look at this. Fizz has got the perfect position, but there's a smoke there. He won't be able to catch him off as they push forward, so he's going to have to drop him. Maybe that's going to give away his position, but he checks from double doors, gets the first and the second. Beautifully done. Will he find the third there? Johnny P, though, he's going to steal that kill. FLX will get the entry in return, but it's a bit too late. It's 2 versus 3, and Viz is pushing forward. Bomb has to be planted really quickly. 2 terrorists now in the site to defend against the 3 CTs on their retake, and it's a very important round for both teams at the moment, for both nations right now. And they're caught in mortal combat. Riddick's now checking tunnels. Colombo is going to be pushing forward. Viz coming in from window. There's 1 terrorist in the site. He finds him. He's completely flashed, and there's 2 kills simultaneous from the Vietnamese. It's a perfect retake of the site, and the Indonesians didn't know what just hit him.
Yeah, great retake by Vietnam. They're not rushing it too much, waiting for that guy in tunnels to basically get correct time in there to retake that site, and that is the reason why they won that round. Great uses of flashbangs as well, as I was seeing there. Who was in the site there? Riddicks, I think it was, in the site, was completely flashed, rushed through that window. Great up picks there to really take that massive round there for Vietnam. But Indonesia have got a lot of money on their back there coming into this round. This is going to be a big round for them. Can they break the Vietnam money here?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what will happen. Right now, Indonesia might be having exactly the same kind of best of 3 like they did against the Chinese, where they did bad in the first map and then they did okay in the second, but it wasn't enough to take it on to a third, which kind of places Indonesia as the third best team perhaps in these 4 teams. It puts them below Vietnam and below China. Maybe with the practice in the next month during the land, they'll be able to perform at a better level, or maybe at land they might be a bit better. But as it is, I mean, it seems like, you know, Vietnam and China are just that step higher. And I wasn't fortunate enough to actually see the match yesterday between Indonesia and China, so I can't really comment too much about it. I'll definitely be looking at that VOD today in my free time, but right now they've already lost 2 players here, the Indonesians. They're going for that B split once more, and this time it's Simon B in this position, not Viz, and they're going to check it. They won't make the same mistake twice, and Frost Misty will make it a 4 versus 3. Johnny P pops out. This might be a mistake here from Vietnam, but complete flop of the spray by Frost Misty is going to allow Johnny P to win that 1 versus 1, but the B site's given away, so they should be able to get the bomb plant.
Yeah, 2v4 situation here in favour of Vietnam side, and this is basically deja vu here, but they've got an extra man here. Vietnam can somehow Indonesia hold on to this side with just 2 members left. Great flashbang there by Zach. Did you see that?
No, I actually didn't, but
wow, that was, I've never seen that before. Basically off the lamp and into the B side. That was amazing, to be honest.
Really, which lamp? Let me show everyone.
See outside B here, big
this big massive lamp, and it went in towards the site from the window.
Yep, he basically hit it off that big massive lamp into the bomb site there by Zach. That was a great flashback. I've never seen that before.
Couldn't he just throw it over though?
I think it's just a unique style that he wanted to do. Basically show off to his Vietnam fans. Yeah, I could do this flashbang. But yeah, it was great.
You've never seen this before. I've not seen that. I'm a bit sad that I missed it. Anyway, though, Indonesia now got a full buy. Riddick's only with a Tech 9 though. And look at this aggression here from Vietnam as they push forward, dropping the bomb as well. Indonesia weren't ready. Frost Misty with the return. There's a smoke down from Viz as well. Oh, and the spray down. Oh my goodness. Mamma mia. Viz with a fantastic double kill there. Takes down FLX. Alex and Riddick's Sack trying the no-scope, but it won't land. Colombo will take out Sis, and it's just Frost Misty in a 1 versus 3. So fantastic play there from Vietnam. You see that dynamic CT side? That gives them the X factor. That really, really gives them the X factor, and that's probably one of the final nails on the Indonesian coffin as they make it 15-12.
Yeah, Indonesia did not expect that at all. They had their knife trap going into middle, and Vietnam changed their style up right when they needed to, and that has really paid off for them, and that could probably secure their spot into the LAN finals in Serbia in just over 4 weeks' time. So, yeah, looks like they're going to take this map, do you think?
Yeah, I think with 2 wins, they've secured their spot.
But look at Vietnam, they're pushing 4 up middle here again. Oh my god. Viz picking up an open frag. 2 headshots there by Viz. That was a great 2 headshots there. Great play by them to have the gutsy balls to push 4 up middle there.
That's the thing, when they have the confidence and they feel like they're in control and they do things like that, they become a machine that's really hard to stop. I think even for the top teams, it's going to be difficult to deal with the Vietnamese when they're on point like that. It's really, really wonderful to see such high play here from Vietnam. Indonesia, they fought valiantly in this best of 3, especially on Dust 2. They made it relatively close, but it seems like Vietnam might have this game. It's a 5-on-3 retake, and the Vietnamese are getting demolished here. It's 2 versus 2 now. Sis picks up a frag on Johnny Peach. Just Zack now in a 1 versus 2. I don't think he has a lot of time left. He's going to go for the fake defuse, but if he picks up this frag, he's checking around. He's right behind him. Goes for the defuse, and Frostmist is like, "You're right, mate. Thank you very much. Give me the op." There's the round for Indonesia. 15-13. Maybe we spoke too soon here, because Indonesia 2 rounds away from taking this to overtime. We can see a full buy from both teams. Vietnam still have more money though than the Indonesian side, and they're going to be going for all the shabam. I think they'll afford an op as well there.
I'm not sure. I think they're going for the eco for last
really?
round for some reason. Yeah, they are. They've evened up their money here. They should have got a few scouts, to be honest, maybe, if they're going to go for this. So, yeah, 5-7s across the board with armor. So they're going for this last round all-in buy and try and make it 16-14.
That's weird. They really could. I think maybe they want to double up or something, because they had money for a full buy easily. I mean, they had one player at 3 something.
Money.
Yeah, I mean, Colombo had 7.1k. He definitely could have dropped for his teammate.
Yeah, it's a strange decision there, but they just want to be safe, I think, and make sure they've got everything into this last round.
Well, they're giving Indonesia one final chance, really, to take it on to overtime and maybe to a 3rd and final map. So I guess it's better safe than sorry. That's the phrase I was trying to figure out there. Because I guess, if they force now, they won't have a lot of money for the final round, perhaps. If they buy now, they won't have money for the final round, and then it would be overtime. So they're making sure that the final round, or the match point, basically, will be the decider, whether it would be to overtime or whether it would mean Vietnam would win 16-14. But still, pistols and armor can be very dangerous, and they might even pick up this round here. They've got a good 3-man stack over towards the A site, and the terrorists are pushing in from shore.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is not the worst buy in the world. 5-7s an armor, you see it a lot, that it could be successful, but it's not going to... Oh, no, 2 frags there with Vietnam.
No.
Oh, it's all gone.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I can't believe it.
Down the pan.
I can't believe it.
Taking it.
I cannot believe it. Simon B is going to kill Viz. That was a really, really, really brutal crossfire that was set up on the A site. They got the 2 entries. They're like, oh, yay, CTs. A site's open. And then there are 2 more CTs still in a crossfire, and they absolutely demolished the Indonesians. That's 16-13. Congratulations to Vietnam, who've won their 2nd match here in the winners group. And that pretty much means that they'll be going on to the LAN final in Belgrade, Serbia. So a big, big, huge congratulations. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Vietnam will play against the top European and American teams, and also against Tunisia, which qualified from Africa. So fantastic. That's pretty much it for us, for us today. And we will be back, not tomorrow, after tomorrow at 12 o'clock. We've got still a match, China versus Kyrgyzstan, if you want to watch that on eFrag TV 2 by Blue. And I think, Neil, you're going to be joining Blue, right, if you're free? I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'll be joining Blue
today. So if you want...
casting with him.
That'll be interesting. Irish-American banter, that's going to be interesting. So if you want to see a bit of that, go to eFrag TV 2. That'll be starting at 2:30. So we have the sub giveaway now. If you'd like to take part in that, just subscribe. We're going to show some highlights, and we'll be right back in a couple of moments.
G2A.com, the best video game store ever! Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck! What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember G2A.com, the best video game store ever!